Estonia. Welcome, Hobby.
Colleagues.
No, wait. Hold on a second. Are you? Good morning, everybody. This is Akash coming to you from the Kerava National Cricket Ground in Helsinki, Finland. It's a bright, sunny day. The weather gods have been smiling on us this morning, and we hope it would stay that way. Yesterday we had some rains, but this morning bright sun, a little chilly winds, but hopefully that should warm up towards the day as the day progresses. The ground looks spectacularly green. The cameras seem set and rolling. The toss has taken place, and the news from the center is that Estonia have won the toss and they have chosen to bowl first. Having said that, let me quickly take you through to the teams. The Estonian side would be led by Arslan Amjad. He is the captain for this side for this tournament. Murli Obili and Stu Hook, both legends of the game for Estonia. Kalle Vislapu, Marco Vaik, these guys have been around and coming up from the roots of Estonian cricket. Maidul Islam, Mohammad Shoaib, Habib Khan, Vimal Dwivedi, Elias Hassan, Ashish Rana, Romeo Tanna, and Moshur Rahman. This would be the squad for the Estonian side. The team manager would be Dave Robson. And for the Finnish side, we have Mohammad Asaduddin Asaduzzaman, a wily leg spinner. Got to watch out for him today. Nathan Collins, Peter Gallagher, Praveen Kumar, Arvind Kumar Mohan, Vanraj Padal, Mohammad Zia Rahman, Jonathan Skamans, Amjad Sher, Mahesh Tambe, Mohammad Imran, Atif Rashid, Naved Shahid, and the manager being Andrew Armitage, who also happens to be the chairman of Cricket Finland. So, and the umpires for the day would be Clyde Johnson and Deba, who would be the umpires. Debashish, I'm being corrected, I beg your pardon. So these are the umpires for the day. The game would begin in about 8 minutes from now. So stay tuned for that, and we will try and stay with you throughout these two games of the day. I will be joined by my colleague Howie here from Australia, who's moved to Estonia, and I've been told he's 12% Estonian. Howie, welcome and good morning to you.
Good morning. Hang on, I don't think we're on. So, oh, I am on. Okay, very good. Well, good morning. As you said, the weather gods have come good for us. Yesterday was pretty wet, so at least we'll get some cricket in. That's the main thing.
Absolutely. I was umpiring in a game yesterday, and we had almost all the games washing out, or they were curtailed games. Yeah. Mine, unfortunately, was a washout. It was in another part of Helsinki, which was really heavy rains there, downpour. The outfield was fine, but the pitch and the area surrounding it was a bit slushy, so we couldn't play much.
Well, I'm expecting the outfield to be a little slow today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. With all that rain and the couch grass that they have here, I would think there wouldn't be too many threes run.
Well, that would be interesting, because I know, having seen both these sides from pretty close quarters, I can tell you that they have some pretty quick runners between the wickets.
They're quick
on both sides, so that would be interesting. But one question, though, or one point which is sort of interesting to me, is that Estonia won the toss and they went against the usual norm of batting first. Yeah. Do you have any idea what's the logical thought behind that?
I'm not too sure. Maybe Arslan was sleep deprived. I don't know why. I really don't. Okay. Yeah, it is unusual. Yeah.
Highly unusual, but I would be quite curious to see how the new ball pair of most likely of Habib, Kale and probably Murli would use the conditions, because it is windy, and from the brewery end, if you can, I'm not sure how it looks on the television screen, but if you can see behind the side screen and beside the side screen,
Yeah.
there is a huge open area. So what we have noticed is that there's a lot of wind that blows from that direction.
Yes.
So especially on windy days like this, it will have some movement of the ball.
But this end here, where the camera actually is placed, here would be a little bit more protected, but that end
Yes,
there.
absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, you can see where the breeze comes through there.
Exactly. So that would be something to
Yeah.
look out for.
Yeah.
And we'll be
it will
quite keen on watching it.
It's a pretty strong breeze.
Yes, you see those flags there, they kind of
yeah.
give you a very good
Yeah.
indication.
The trees in the background, I'm not too sure what's on camera, but it's quite strong.
Absolutely. And full credit goes to the staff, despite having limited resources, and in terms of setting up, putting this whole thing together, like two of them, they've done a real bang up job.
Hats off to the cameraman. I mean, he's up there.
Yeah, Binny Panda is the cameraman for the day.
It's quite breezy, so yeah. So the breeze will go on screen right to left. And I would say that, well, it'd be interesting to see. I think Kayla might actually bowl from this end. That's what I'm thinking. Then again, it could be Habib. I don't know. It's one of those things that you could use that breeze to bring yourself in, tail into the right-hander.
From what I've seen of Habib, he's fast, he's quick. He likes to bring it right into the chin of the batsman, and then mix up the odd one, let it swing.
Yeah, but
and you use the conditions, so he will be really a handful to watch out for.
So if that's the brewery end down there.
Yes, that's
yeah.
brewery end, and this we call it the residential end, for want of a better
if
term.
Habib bowled from that end, if he bowled a little short, he would be very expensive. If he bowls a little short from that other end, he'll get worked out over this side.
Okay.
If he bowls good line and length, then he'll trouble the batsman well and truly.
Absolutely. The Finnish Bears side, it's pretty much a unit that has been playing together for quite some time. Jonathan Skamans, Nathan Collins, Peter Gallagher, these guys have been around. They've probably seen it all.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting to see how they would be, what they would do against the new ball pair of Kale and Habib. But we can we will see that soon. But I do not know if you guys can see it on a camera or not. But I can see the Estonian side just taking the field right now. The bell has been sounded, so the umpire should be on the playing area in about a minute from now.
A minute, yeah. Okay. So the Estonian boys make their way out. Now I'm just trying to pick up and see who goes to what end. Okay, so it looks like Marco's setting himself up down the camera end. And here we go, rightio. So, and Habib at this stage, he's okay. So Habib is marking his run out up at the brewery end. So, as we said, he's going to tail it in to the right-hander.
So also nice to see Marco with the gloves on behind the stumps at the batting end. He's someone who's a very agile, very athletic cricketer, a busy kind of guy, can never take it easy when he is behind your back if you're the batsman.
No, that's right. He's always on point, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much, it looks like Nathan Collins with Skamans walking in to the middle.
So Habib Khan's best in the Estonian Premier League is 6 for 15.
Was it this year?
No, I don't think it was. No.
Okay.
No.
It was indoor cricket.
Okay.
It was. No, those are his best figures. So 6 for 15 is pretty good. Economy-wise, running at 4.9.
All right. Yep.
Not too bad.
Yep.
Strike rate 19.09. So that's in his 55 games.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad little average.
No, he's definitely going to be a handful, especially in these conditions. So it would be a super exciting to watch these guys go at each other. And luckily for us, we have 2 of these games. So it would also be interesting to see as the day progresses, when probably the wind factor wouldn't be that much, or at least the chill wouldn't be there, then to see how that would progress from there.
Yes. I mean, if you look at Habib, I mean, he's got a 136 not out.
He's also he likes to, let's say, smack the ball around when he's got a bat in hand. So a useful little cricketer. And a bit tip about him was that even during the winters, we heard that he was going over to the nets and trying to run up and try to bowl. And remember, these are Estonian winters. They can be quite, let's say, harsh.
That's a rumour, because we didn't have the nets up.
No, not this year, the previous one.
Oh, the previous.
Yes.
Oh, yes, he would have, for sure. Yeah,
So,
no doubt he would have. Yeah, so Habib can't open the bowling for Estonia. So, well, if Kayla comes from the other end...
Are you the chairman of Estonian cricket, or no?
So Kayla's best is 4 for 14, and his economy, he's running at 6.35 and over.
Okay to say that, right?
So striking every 23.35. So yeah, Kayla will come from the other end, I would think. But for now, it's Habib Khan to open up the attack. Okay, we're set here. Here we go, first ball.
Right on point, loud appeal, but looks like there was definitely bat involved, but that's probably the initial excitement there. Lovely start.
Good call.
Looked straight back into him, nipped back a bit from what I could see from this angle.
Yes.
We need to probably tell our viewers at this point that we are sitting exactly right now behind fine leg, so at the fine leg boundary, so it's a bit hard to tell from from here about the line, especially the line. But so if you see something which is slightly different, then please accommodate for that. But that's down the leg side. Good save by Marco. Probably ended up saving 3 runs for his side, and they complete a single.
It was a good save, wasn't it?
Absolutely. This is exactly what we were alluding to a short while back. He's a pretty handy customer to have on with the gloves behind the stumps.
Yes.
He can also give the ball a good whack when needed. I've seen him play some Spartanite innings.
Yes. He's not too bad with the bat.
Yeah, fine settings this ground, Kerava. I must also mention at this point that the ECA have 2 fantastic cricket grounds in Tiskre, Tallinn. So for about 2 years now, beautiful cricket grounds. So the cricketing facilities is really, really amazing in this part of the world, given that it's such a small minority sport. But having said that, just pushed around the corner for a single.
All right, here we go again.
Rahman to face.
Habib at the top of his mark. Oh, this could be close.
Pushed.
Oh, I think he would have been safe.
It was safe.
Yeah.
One thing you got to remember is Collins, he's really quick between the wickets.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the fastest guys I've seen around. So he was quick off the blocks from the other end, and if you know pretty much that if he's going for the run, he will get to the other end. He's without his usual opening partner, Scammons. In this case, it's Rahman, who is giving him company. So it would be interesting to see how they will run. But so far, so good. Habib now.
Pushed on the onside. Squarely.
Tipped around the corner for a single.
Yes. Easy single. Easy.
Rana there doing the...
Oh, look out. Square legs lost his hat.
It is that kind of a windy day, isn't it?
He's taking a tumble.
Yeah.
It's all happening.
Clyde Johnson focusing entirely on his umpiring this season onwards. That's a pretty handy guy to have as part of your umpiring panel in Estonia.
Okay, Habib, in he comes.
fish, playing in a miss, fishing
That
for
seemed
it.
to keep low.
That one keeping low.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that's why the Estonian boys have a slip in place, two hook. Another legend of Estonian cricket, the president of the ECA. Pretty much he and Dave Robson keeping a lot of things, keeping the wheels turning on even during the
Yes.
COVID times for the ECA.
Very much. Interesting ball, that, keeping low.
Trying to heave straight to the fielder there.
Yes.
And the dot ball is at the... That's...
So what can you tell me about the batsman?
So as I was saying, Rahman is, I'm not very sure about Rahman, but Collins, he's been the captain of the national side. Likes to play, get his eye in, even though it's a shorter format. He takes some time to just settle in, and then he likes to play the longer innings.
Yep.
But do not mistake me. He can really clear the ground when he wants to, and very good runner between the wickets. So you can definitely see, like, there are some sharp singles already taken in the previous over, in the first over. So yeah, he is definitely, let's say, a guy too you would want to get out early if you're playing against him.
Yes, very much so.
So as
Taylor to take up the attack. So what do you call this end, Cash?
this is the residential end,
The
merely
residential?
because we have
Okay,
the
yes.
residences and the houses here. So,
All right, the residential end.
so the field set would be is two fielders out, long off and long on. Two tall guys, Harsalan and Murli. I think hoping to be able to stop him from trying to get over them.
Yeah.
It helps to have those two guys here. They're known to have pretty safe hands. Collins, he's more of a guy who likes to drive along the ground, at least for the first few overs before he starts taking the aerial route. But he tends to favour the offside region if he's going for it. So we can keep an eye on it. But here's Kale, right on point.
Yeah.
Right on point. Collins showing him the respect it deserves, defending that away.
Looked like a little bit of a slower ball first up.
It was, yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. And also, and a very quick mid-wicket chat there. I'm very curious what the batsmen exchange in those 2 seconds in between deliveries.
We need to mic them up. What do you think?
That would be great, but that's down the leg side.
Yeah.
Will that be called a wide?
Yes, that's not what you want. And
Bye
buys.
signal
Okay,
stuff.
buys it is. Not too sure why someone appealed.
Well, well, I can tell you that being an umpire myself, that we get appeals even on wide deliveries.
Oh, yeah.
So it is something, I think, part of the game. People are excited and maybe hoping that the umpire is not awake.
Hoping is the word, yeah. Okay. So Marco up to the wickets.
Yeah, that's another thing. He's
Wow.
really, he does this standing up to the fast bowlers. Do not ask me how. Even on the Finnish side, like I've seen Skaman standing up to pretty much quick bowlers. We've had some keepers even on the Finnish domestic league, Skamans and a few others who stand up to the fast bowlers. Don't ask me how.
incredible. No, how?
And some of them do it even without a helmet.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
do not know how the guys
Wow.
do that, but yes, Kalle, good start. 3 balls straying down the leg side, tucked away behind square. A direct hit, but Collins is safely behind, landed home.
He's just strayed a little onto the legs a couple of times
Yes.
here.
Yeah. Kalle just probably. It's also the breeze. I get a feeling from this end it's favors that direction, I guess.
Yeah, it's more sort of going across. Maybe,
But he's
just
bowling-
overcompensating
Yes,
for that breeze.
exactly. What is also interesting to me is both these countries have invested heavily on the umpiring circuit.
It has to be done. It's really good to see. Yeah.
Yep. For those of our viewers just watching, it's primarily cricket here is primarily played by the expat community, both in Finland and in Estonia. There are a few native players who are in the national team and along in the leagues, but majority of them are expats
Yeah.
from cricket playing countries.
In.
Full toss.
Good cricket all round there.
Straight to the man at short extra cover. So a pretty quiet start this. It's almost
is,
coming
isn't
up
it?
at the end of 2 overs,
Yeah.
7 for no loss. Estonia
No,
would be happy.
no big shots, nothing, nothing crazy at this stage.
I would say that both these bowlers haven't given away anything, but that's
That's nice.
room, but cut and straight to the fielder at point.
Good shot, no reward.
And he probably
Yeah.
didn't time it as well as he
No,
would like.
no, not as well as he wanted, but well,
So at the end of 2 overs, Finland are 7 for no loss. Superb first over there from Kalle. 2 runs coming off that, one of them being a bye. Marco would love to have that against his name, at least one.
yeah, well, we'll remind him of that later. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
of course we will. So a bit of a cautious start here by Finland, especially after that first ball. So a little change in the field, and
Probably this is why Estonia wanted to bowl first, because probably keep the batsman tight and have a shorter target to chase down. I know for a fact that the Estonian captain Arsalan, he loves to chase. He fancies.
he does.
He,
Yeah.
he really fancies clearing the ground, so
Yeah.
he's known to play some big innings. That's
And
chase and caught.
gone.
That's gone. That's the first wicket there. It was for the taking, but unfortunately, Rahman there finding the fielder at point, and that's Habib draws first blood.
What a great catch.
That was a pretty
Yeah.
good catch. He probably had less than, I would say, maybe 2 seconds to react.
Less than, I think it's 1 second tops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was a pretty good catch because he had to move a bit to his right, and it was also at a convenient height, but it was higher, and he needed
Yeah,
to
pretty much.
grab onto it, but somehow managing to hold on to it. So
Yeah, very nice indeed. So
Is-
Habib strikes, and it's 1 for.
is that Arvind?
1 for 7.
Is that Arvind or Anik?
So, as Cash said, well, first blood to Estonia.
So Arvind Mohan coming to the centre, plays for one of the clubs down in Tampere. Another guy who, a very nimble-footed customer, loves to run the quick singles, and then to knock the ball around the park. But you've got to remember that Habib is quick.
He is.
So it would take some time, but even Collins, it probably he wasn't able to clear the ground because clear the fielder there because of the speed. But Habib bowling with his tails up, right up there, turned around the corner for a single, a shy and a miss, and but good backing there. The batsman thinking about going back for a second, but no.
Yeah, it wasn't there. Yeah, that the wicket ball.
Yes.
It was quick, and it just seemed to slightly cramp him. There was
Absolutely.
enough room to play the shot, but not
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
I would say he didn't. It was faster than he expected. Habib putting some shoulder into that.
Yes.
And the result was a wicket. This time
That's a nice
Collins
shot.
learning from his colleague's mistake, keeping it down, past the man at point, looking for a second, but they turn it down, and good thinking because that throw was pretty much on the stumps.
Yeah.
So tell me, how has the Estonian fielding side, Estonian fielding level been this year in the leagues? Not
Improving.
the Finnish, not
Improving.
the national side, but at the league stage.
At the league stage, a lot of the teams they'll do the work on the bowling and the batting, and I think they leave
Play and a miss.
They seem to leave out a lot of the fielding.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it in some of the games where I've seen teams that they're probably mid-table teams. They could have snatched a win,
Okay.
and they've thrown it away through 4, 5, 6
Drop
drop
catches.
catches.
Okay. Yep. Well, that has been the bane of cricket in these parts. Also, the amount of time available for training is quite small because
Yes.
the summers are like practically 3
Yeah.
months. Play and a
Well, he's
miss
beaten
just
the bat
outside
again.
off stump, very close to the edge. So just coming back to what I was saying was that given that it's just 3 months and the cricket season is so busy, the team's practicing and trying to get as much practice that they can while they hold down
Yeah.
their regular jobs. and it's only 3 months of practice in the summers, and then they go back indoors, but that's not really like outdoor cricket, so it's hard. Like, for example,
is.
today it's chilly, but it's summer, but it's still chilly. I'm wearing a wind buff and a jacket and still feeling cold.
Habib in again.
Nicely
Push down
tucked
the
away
point,
for a sharp
throw.
single.
Safely home. It's a good single.
Yeah, it's a tight single. That's what I said. Both these guys,
They run
like
well.
yeah, they run well between the wickets.
It's noticeable straight away that they know their cricket.
Yeah,
Off they go.
absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, these guys have pretty much the Finnish side. It's fairly well settled side, I would say. Most of these guys have been around for quite some time. So it is fairly. I would say that the scope for runouts with misagreements is a bit low.
Yeah.
I would say.
It's only going to be if someone slips over, I think.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Kale to continue.
Yes.
The fourth over.
Marco's up at the stumps again.
Yeah, yeah, and it's obvious that even Marco, he's standing back for Habib, way
Yes.
back. So that's a good indicator. But that's driven handsomely, and they're going
Gee,
for a
that's
quick
good
single. They make it through.
Good running again.
Very good running. Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked about the fielding, what we seem to get at our domestic level, and I've seen guys drop absolute, we say dollies, you know, really easy catches, and then within an over they'll take an absolute blinder. Oh,
Room and a miss, and that's nicely driven. Crashes into the boundary at point. 4 runs, first boundary of the
Yeah.
day for the Finnish Bears side. Lovely looking shot. This is what I was telling earlier. He tends to prefer the offside field
yeah.
because that's his core strength area.
Yeah.
He can clear the boundary pretty much anywhere to any part of the ground, but on the offside that ball was due to go there.
Yeah.
Kale straying a bit and getting
just a little, yeah,
the punishment.
just enough width to play the shot.
Yeah. Kale, what does he have now? It's tossed. Exactly
You
what I
wanna
was saying.
come
That's tossed
around?
up in the air. Mudley running
Won't
to it,
get
but
to
he
it.
will not
No.
get it.
No.
It will be. They will come back for 2 runs. Another thing about Collins is that he plays to his field. He knew exactly that there are only 2 fielders out at long on and long off, and therefore that was in the air, but way up towards almost towards the deep extra cover region, getting the fielder at long off, Murli, to cover it.
Yes.
It was a good comeback from Kale. I think he sort of held that back.
Yeah.
Right on point.
Oh, the quick single?
For
No.
a single sent back by his partner.
Oh, no, he's home.
Yeah, I think Collins was running to the danger end. It probably should have responded there. Mohan, Arvind Mohan, not responding. But disaster averted. Now Murli going a bit wider. I think they've realized Collins
Yes.
likes to play
Maybe they
on
have.
that offside. Let's see how that goes.
In again. Fuller ball, driven.
Straight to the fielder. Yeah, he was moved there just for this ball, and
Just the single.
yeah, comfortably taken this time.
Yeah, very comfortably taken. So 1 for 18. We're in the 4th over. Kayla comes in. Pushed on the onside, and a beautiful little single taken.
Shy of the stumps, Marco. Good
May have cost
backing.
them a run. Yes, it does.
Okay. I spoke too soon.
It's a bit of a thing with me. I don't like it when they throw in the guys in. You know, they're home, and there it costs a run.
That definitely is something to watch out for. But again, from this angle where we are in, it's hard for us to tell if he was, let's say, 1 or 2 feet short of or at least short of the crease, because a direct hit, and you never know what could happen.
So we had some overthrows there a couple of weeks ago, and so it was a 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually Stu Hook and Marco Vike.
Oh, right.
Involved in that. Yeah.
They play for the same club.
Yeah, Talon Hippos.
Yes. But that's the end of 4 overs. 20 for 1. Is it still
Yeah.
Habib Khan? Or no, it looks like a bowling change coming on. We will
Okay.
inform you in a moment of who it is.
Okay. All right. So the bowler gets to the top of the mark. And
Say hi anymore. You were parking the good car park.
So it's going to be Murali Hobili
Yes.
from the Brewery end. Habib taken off after 2 overs. Murali is a wily old customer, been around in Estonian cricket
Very
since 2003.
experienced, yeah.
Highly experienced, played a
Yeah.
lot of international cricket in these parts, in different parts of Europe. I've had the good fortune of playing under him as my captain for many years. So here, Murali. Cut hard,
well
but straight to the
fielded.
man, well fielded. Saves at least 2 runs for his
Yeah.
side because there is a man there, Kale. He is
Yeah.
that sort of wideish third man, the one fielder out.
Yes.
But
So, Cash, Murali's best. I'm going to tell you it's a 4 for.
yeah,
How many runs do you think? 4 for what?
I would say he's a miserly customer, Murali.
He's
He
tight.
is, I would say, what, 5, 10?
Oh, you were close. 4.
4 runs,
4 for
okay, I was
4.
close. Okay, yeah. Swing and a miss. And what is amazing is Murali is not the, let's say, slowest bowler around. He's pretty nippy, and
Yeah.
Marco standing up to him as well. Sort of plays on the batsman's mind, forces them to be
Well, you've got to
rooted
stay
the
in your
crease.
crease.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So making sure that Arvind doesn't try anything too fancy with his footwork,
Yeah.
playing on his mind.
Okay, and he comes again.
Cut,
Oh,
play and a miss.
yes. Oh, dot ball. That's what they're chasing, dot balls.
And one thing about Arvind is that he will play to the merit of the ball.
Yep.
He may or may not know the reputation of the bowling, but he does play to the merit of the ball. So it would be interesting to see how, after the first 2 balls have gone, what he would do. He is known to play some very, very, let's say, he likes to take the ball on the up and go through with his shot.
Yes.
This time on the onside pull,
Nice.
there is a fielder coming to it, but it will only be a single direct hit. But he seems to be safely in and no damage done. I think this one talks to your point as well. Now this one, it looked like Arvind was in,
Yes.
but
And that's what I'm talking about. We see it a lot. Yeah. So Murali's economy, he normally goes in the Estonian Premier League at the 4.95 and over. That's pretty tight.
I can tell you for one thing that most of opponents against, when he is up, they just say we are going to block and take the runs from the other end.
Yes. Oh,
Cut
nice
hard in
cut
the
shot.
gap. The fielder giving chase there. He seems to be able to cut it off. They will come back for 2. They're thinking of a third, but they decide against it.
It was a nice shot.
Hang on, was it 2 or did they run only
2.
1?
That was,
2.
it looked like 2 to me. Yeah. Yeah, it was 2.
That was in the air though for quite a bit.
I was just
Vimal.
thinking that. It was in the air, but it was fairly safe. It was a good 5 metres to the left of the fielder.
Yeah. Vimal there. Another very quick customer. Pushed around on the offside. Shot extra cover coming in for a direct hit, but no.
Nice
and
running.
They seem to be
really
yeah.
nice. I'm impressed.
Except that one little mix-up. These two have seemed to be steadying the ship for Finland. And that's the end of the
Over?
5 overs. 25 for 1.
So will we see a second change?
I would say it's Ashish
I think we
Rana
will.
coming in probably at some point.
I'm thinking Arslan himself. Yeah, I do.
Does he bowl?
Yes, my word, he does. Yeah, no.
Okay.
He's got a best for of 3 for 27, and normally goes at just a bit over 6 and over. So hang on, maybe
but
it's
it looks
no,
like
it's Kayla.
Kale's-
It is
Kale's gonna
Kayla
continue.
to continue. You know, Arslan does very well with the ball in the Estonian Premier League. So batsman just getting himself ready.
Collins to take strike.
Yeah.
I'm keeping in a very close watch on the field setting for him, especially on this wideish long off position for Collins.
Yeah.
Are they
Well-
bowling to a plan? We will soon find out.
Well,
Tossed up. Oh, did he manage to put
Yeah,
his
he
boot
did.
in the way? And did he?
Wow.
I hope he's okay.
he's okay.
The other day in one of the Finnish Premier League matches, one of the guys, the bowler was hit on the face when he tried to stop the ball, and he had to rush him. We had to rush him to the hospital.
Yeah.
He's okay, but it wasn't a pretty sight.
No,
So
never is.
Always hoping that doesn't happen. Full toss on the onside, flicked away, but the man there at fine leg managing to cut it off and probably saved up 3 runs for his team.
I think so, yeah.
A pretty good effort there. Who was that at fine leg?
Oh, can't see from here. Bit of distance in that. No. Oh, hang on. They've just changed the field. I was about to say I thought the straight drive was on.
Yeah, but now for Rahman,
Yes,
they're
yes,
just
yes.
changing the field. So I think they have figured out where he likes to play.
Yeah. So Murali's just straightened up, long off.
Yeah. And I've never seen him drop a catch in the last
Oh, he's
8
got a
years
beautiful
that I've
set of
played with him.
hands. Oh, they're beautiful. Kayla in.
Over pitch, driven, trying to drive, beaten, straight into the gloves. Marco there, going up in sort of a half an appeal.
Yeah.
The Finnish side do have some big finishers coming lined up, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't be too disappointed with the start.
No.
Slow ball, driven,
And
and that's
gone.
out, gone.
Kayla gets the
It
wicket.
was a slower ball,
Yeah.
and Arvind going for the big, for the full-blooded drive and only ending up tossing it in the air to Stu Hook, who seems to be taking it with glee.
Yeah, he seemed to squeeze it out in the end, and as though
I thought it was
down.
a slower ball, and he
It was quite weird. It was a slower ball, that's what it seemed, but at the same time it was as though it cramped him and he was sort of trying to squeeze it out, and nice little catch.
Absolutely.
So 2 for 26.
Harsha, you guy.
2 for 26. It's pretty evenly balanced.
Vanraj or Pushtai? Is it Pushtai or Aniket or Vanraj? Vanraj? Oh, yeah, okay. The new man in for the Finnish Bears would be Vanraj Padal. A little bit about him. He's a very elegant looking batsman when he gets going, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Been around for quite a while in Finnish cricket. Has helped to develop some of the cricket around here in these parts. In addition to being a player, he plays for the Empire Lions club side in the FPL, the domestic league.
Look, I know Finland bat deep, so I still think this is very evenly poised. I mean, 2 wickets, of course. Well, this is the 6th over, I believe. You'd always be happy with that. But
Absolutely, and also bear in mind that there have been some low-scoring games in this ground. Just last year, I remember one side in the league game scoring 66 and then bowling out the others for 63.
wow, that is low. That is low.
But that was Kalle stopping that off his own bowling. Bowlers hate to give runs off their own bowling. So Kalle putting in, making sure he doesn't let go of that.
All right, he comes in again.
There's Kalle coming in.
The residential. Oh, it's in the
Full toss.
Oh,
Just sort of flicked past the man there at wideish mid on and straight to the man at long on.
at first, it looked like it was going to go more on the onside. It was a lot straighter than what we could see from here.
Was that runner there? Is that number 7? Ziaur is the name. We've just been given the list of the team with the shirt numbers.
Good. So we have number 7 for Estonia is Maidel.
Maidel, I beg your pardon.
Okay, so I would presume it'll be Murali to continue. Yes.
End of the power play being called by the umpire. This would be a very interesting passage of play. They can have more than 2 fielders out. From what I can see, they've only opted to have 2 fielders out even now, one at third man and 1 man at deep extra cover. Everybody in, stopping the single, turning the screws on, making them go take the aerial route. Marco up to the stumps. What does?
And the slip's out now. No slip. In he comes.
attempt to a cut, beaten. We've been lucky in terms of some technology upgrade for this
Yeah.
game. We have a nice little monitor with the statistics and the replays, so that helps us as well. Thank you, Thomas.
Ooh.
Flicked.
And
What
no.
there seems to be an appeal going up for something. Looks like some pad involved, but
Yes.
umpire Devashish not too interested.
No. I thought it was going down leg myself, but
Probably.
yeah.
Probably he seemed to be moving, shuffling quite a bit.
Yeah.
But the interesting result is that it's a dot ball. So has it?
That's it. That's the one. Yeah.
Estonia would take all the dot balls they get at this stage.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Starting off with 2 dot balls, so the pressure is now on Padal. I was saying that he is a very elegant looking player when he gets going. I've seen him
Yeah.
drive a few booming off drives. Also helps with the local coaching circuit.
That breeze seems to have died down.
Yeah, as the day progresses, it will die down a little bit, but
Yeah.
but then remember that, like I was saying, that beyond the cover, beside the
Yeah.
side screen on the brewery, and there's a huge open patch. So we are sort of in the pocket, so we will get some breeze coming in. But that's cut nicely to the gap. It won't go to the
One.
boundary, but they
Oh,
certainly
he
will come
sent
back
him
for
back.
2. But there's being sent back.
I think there was 2 there, Cash. I really do. I think there was 2 there.
Yeah, probably Collins thinking that he would want to take some of the strike and maybe work some things around. Maybe he figures.
Yeah.
Because definitely one Raj was way past the halfway mark in the
Yeah.
intern on,
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the,
No, I
on
know what
the
you mean.
pitch.
I think there was 2 runs there.
Definitely 2 runs for the
Yeah,
taking.
but
Small
sent
change
back.
in the field. The man at deep extra cover comes in for Collins. And do I see a long on going in place? No, he's just going to a sort of wideish mid-on position.
The batsman still. Well, he takes his time. The batsman.
You've got to give him time to check out what the field placings are.
He really takes his time. In again.
Right on point. Just pushed
Yeah.
to the man there,
Good
but
single.
there is still a single there. These two have played together for a long time.
Yeah.
Like most of the Finnish side. There are a few new names there, but most of these guys have been in there for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are some big hitters lined up, like Gallagher, Amjad.
Yeah. In.
Amjad Sher, he
Worked
is
off the
also
toes.
known-
Given.
And that's given!
There's the wicket.
That one is a
He's
big,
tried to work
big
that on the
wicket
onside,
there.
Cash.
Yeah. Seemed to have wrapped on the pads, and the umpire there having no doubt that it would go on to hit the stumps. Murli getting rid of the finish.
Yep.
Is it Padal or?
Yeah.
It's Padal getting rid of Padal there. It's 7 overs, 29 for 3. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. And as we say that, welcome to Tim Heath, all popularly known as Beefy, sort of the man. Morning, Beefy. Sort of the man behind most of the developments with ECA. Man who has with tremendous support for the ECA and cricket over the years. Welcome, Beefy.
Pleasure to be here, Cash. How are you? Lovely morning for it.
Yeah, good morning.
A fantastic start here. I wouldn't have thought that it would be 3 for 29 after 7 overs, but
No.
they've looked very sharp in the field, Estonia.
They have. They've looked very sharp in the field. Well, that last wicket there, he was looking to work that off his toes and hasn't got back to it, obviously. And there we go, LB. So Murali, the miserly Murali, I'll say, because he's pretty tight with the ball. I was telling Cash before, his best for in the Estonian Premier League's 4 for 4. That's tight.
When was that? Do you know?
Oh,
when
I'm not
was
too
it?
sure when
Was
it was,
a long
but
time ago.
that's
Okay.
tight. Well,
2006, I think.
Kayla.
Kalair driven in the gap, but only a single.
They got one. Well,
me, just asking, is there a little bit of pressure on Finland now? 7 overs in, 3 for 29. It's not exactly scoring freely out here, and how would you play the game for the next 5 overs?
So my guess is these two are usually the regular opening combination that we have for Finland, Scammons and Collins. So they would try to steady the ship a little,
Yeah.
around the 10-11 over mark.
But only 3 runs and over a cash.
It
it's
is.
a lot to catch up here.
Yes, there is some catching up to do for sure.
You're looking at about 100 runs for probably the target.
I would, but I would also throw in that Finland Finnish Bears, they do have some big hitters lined up coming in.
And I'll just let you know there was a discussion there, square leg, and the main umpire just had a discussion with the non-striker. Not too sure what about.
Probably about running on the pitch, maybe.
I know.
Clyde doesn't like the running on the pitch.
Probably
That's
that,
what
and also I know that we are instructed to, when we are running on the Kerava pitch, to run in a certain only on certain areas,
Yep.
and to avoid certain areas. So it's more like a friendly reminder, perhaps.
The first time will be friendly.
Yes.
Not quite sure about the second time.
This batsman, I'm
Scammons.
very surprised as to why he takes so long to get set.
Tossed up, driven.
Fielding
Nice.
again.
Yep.
I'm just very impressed with the sharpness that you're starting to today.
It has improved.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been good.
Not giving any opportunities to Finland to score freely or easily. And just put that good pressure on them as well.
Yeah, so Kayla in his 4th over comes in. And dot ball.
Dot ball.
Yeah.
It's Kalle. He's on his bowling his 4th over on
4th
trot. 1 for 14 as of now. He would be very happy at the end of 3
You'd
balls
have to
if
be,
he's
wouldn't you? Yeah.
with this effort on in an international game.
Yes.
Kalle to Scammons.
That's that slower ball again. He's mixed up the pace quite a bit today.
He tends to do that, and he can be quite quick with the new ball, but then every now and then he holds one back, and I
Yeah.
think that's what got Arvind when we saw him
Yes.
looping one up to point.
Yeah, I think you're right there. In again.
Wide.
And wide called, yes.
Slashed, wide called, good take. Interesting to note that this time Marco is a bit behind. He's not standing up, so, or is he?
No, he is. No, he's
is.
standing up, yeah. Just the way he took that ball then, it looked like he was further back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. That explains it.
In again. And down the
Time
ground,
Smashed by Skaman straight to the man at long on.
just a single. And that breeze has picked up again at the brewery end. Yeah,
You will have that.
Yeah, it's-
You will have
yeah.
it throughout the day.
quite variable.
But at least it's a bit warmer now.
Yeah, the sun's certainly shining
Yeah.
today, which is good. Fish.
Late cut shot.
I must admit, the Finns are certainly very, very quick between the wickets.
Oh,
They're exceptionally quick. They
extremely
take more
impressed with their
runs.
running.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only, I think, seen one instance where they should have got a 2 and they only took the single. That's it's not bad. Several overs in.
So end of the over, score is
3 for 33.
3 for 33 after
Yeah,
8.
8. Yes. So it's just
gonna tip them
a
along,
fraction
haven't they?
over 4 runs and over
Yeah.
at the moment. Does this buy a wicket later on, Cash? What do you think? Does this tightness, the lack of runs that we're seeing? I mean, they're obviously just over 4 runs and over the Finns.
It was probably like what we were alluding to earlier at the start of the innings, which would, with the wind factor and the new ball.
Yeah.
The Estonians seem to have used that to good use, put that to good use. Having said that, is that Ashish Rana coming in now?
You're out of the power play and you've only got 2 players outside the circle. It just shows the state of the game right now. That
Yeah.
Estonia is not trying to defend those boundaries, which would be the normal case, but they've put the foot on
Taking them on.
Taking them on,
Yeah.
exactly.
Definitely.
And almost inviting them to go over the top, which could lead to that next wicket.
Yeah.
Pressure cooker.
Now,
Well, they're trying to make a pressure cooker for Finland. Rana coming.
That's
That's
a
full.
bad ball, and
There
put
it
away.
is.
6
Bam!
runs.
That goes. The first one of the day. 6 runs. Up for the taking. A bit short of length, and Collins is onto it in a flash. That's what I was telling you. You
Too
know,
short.
he can. Yeah.
Way too short.
Absolutely. It was definitely a bit short, but he really spotted, and it still needs to be put away. And Collins doing that in style. 6 runs. Knowing Rana, he would like to come back with some. He's also a nippy customer. I wouldn't take
So Ashish, well,
Ashish Rana.
yeah, Ashish Rana, economy-wise, normally at 5.43, so he's just blown that out of the water. Yeah, first ball. That's better.
Better ball.
Good ball,
Yeah.
good comeback, right on
That
point this
full
time.
line and length is important here. Keep the pressure on.
Very much, yeah.
And if you notice, Collins having his tail up, having hit a 6 of the first ball, not really interested in doing anything crazy with that except just defending that away, giving the
good
respect
cricket,
it
yeah,
deserved.
That's up, Bish.
So go for 2 here. No.
No.
Interestingly, just
nice
a
arm.
single.
Good throw, right on the right
My
over
word,
the stump.
yeah.
Elias, that number 17 out
Yeah.
there.
Elias Hassan.
Yep.
So
Handy cricketer, Elias.
it's his debut for the national team.
Yeah, I've never heard that name before.
Yeah.
Which club does he play for in the league?
He's
One
with
of the Estonian clubs. the
Uh,
coach he
Strikers.
plays for.
Strikers.
Yes.
Strikers, yeah. Okay.
Yep. Nice lad too. Really nice lad.
So deep mid on, deep mid off.
Yeah.
And a sweeper and a third man of the 4 players. And they've taken the backward square leg now as well. So the 5 players are out of the circle.
Yes. And again, the ball worked
Flicked
off
away.
the pads.
And that square leg straight away coming into play, but no,
Yep.
sort of.
And a nice safe run two there.
Yeah, look, if I'm Finland, you've got the fielders back. I'd just be trying to work 1s and 2s
Yes.
the next 4 overs, just to put a bit more meat on that score and just try and change the pressure of the game here.
Slow ball.
And
Well,
while
for Estonia have been Habib obviously opening. They'll save a couple for him. Colours bowled out. Ruli's had a couple. Ash has come on now. Who'd be the next bowler coming in for Estonia?
Vimal Dwivedi, I would
I
think.
think Arslan.
Arslan, yeah.
I'd bring Arslan on. And
The possible
He's
spin
got
factor.
it!
He's edge.
Yes!
He's got him.
It's edge.
yeah.
He's got him.
That's fantastic, Ash. Much fuller
Well,
delivery
That's
there.
the magic of
Top
Marco
behind.
standing up to a fast bowler again.
exactly, yeah.
You know, he's not.
And well, he's not going to mind those 9 runs off the over with that wicket, is he?
No, that's a big wicket.
It is a big wicket.
Skamans is somebody who, once he gets his eye in, he has been in the informed batsman. He's had a few
This
big
season.
innings already this season.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
So definitely that would be a big blow to the Finnish side. Having said that, Beefy, just coming back to your question, I would assume that at some point there would be a spin option of Vimal.
Yes. Yeah, Vimal's quite nice with it in there.
Yep, very handy bowler, gets through his overs pretty rapidly.
Yep.
And doesn't give the batsman much time to think.
And that might just be that 2 overs of quick dot balls
Yep.
coming through quickly, just
Yeah.
to again put some more pressure on.
Pressure.
Maybe S Hook might warm up the shoulders.
No.
Shoot Hook?
No.
Howard?
Cash, listen, just to let you know, if you see me going out onto the ground, that's because they're thinking about putting the Stew Hook on, and I'm going out there to knock some sense into them, all right? Simple as that.
Mind you, Stu's best bowling figures are 2 for 2.
2 for 2. Look at it.
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
What, those are tail enders or something?
Yeah, certainly
But-
were. 10,
but-
11 and...
As a bowler, he's a baker. You know what I mean by that?
Yep.
He serves pies, like he
Pies.
throws, he bowls pies.
All right, looks
Not a very
like
handy
Gallagher, the
batsman,
new
though,
man.
Very handy batsman. Yes. 140 not out in the Estonian Premier
Oh,
League.
yes, yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's very, very good.
Yeah, that's not too bad at all.
And very handy behind the stumps as well. But Marco's just a younger, fresher legs, I'd say, and he's
Yeah.
really improved coming up to the stumps and
Yeah.
really putting that pressure on the batsman again.
Massive.
That definitely does play a huge factor there, because you've got to stay rooted to your crease sort of, or if you miss, then you have like maybe less than a fraction of a
Something
second.
else to think about as
Yes.
a batsman.
Yeah.
You know. So Elias is the changing bowler, number 17, coming
There you
in
go.
from the northern end.
Okay, what does he bowl, Beefy? Can you tell us something? How does he bowl?
Good
Right.
sort of medium pace, good line and length.
He's pretty handy. Don't worry about that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure if not,
He's
he wouldn't be here.
economy-wise, he goes at about a bit over
Driven.
6.5 and over.
Yeah, another dot ball.
Yeah. Best in the Estonian Premier League is 4 for 30.
Really? Really?
Yeah, it's 42 for 4, the 8 overs. So definitely some consolidation required. The Finnish Bears not yet been able to stitch a partnership
Yeah.
together, which has proved to be a bit of a problem so far. But by no means is this game done for as
No
of now.
way. No.
It's just getting started.
Yes.
Cut hard in the gap.
a good
Will
cut
it be
shot.
cut off there by the man at sweeper point? He does, and they come back for 2. Yeah, bear in mind that a low scoring game is very much on the cards here
Yeah.
in this ground, given the conditions sometimes.
And nice big boundaries as well. It's not the easiest ground to score on.
Not
You
definitely.
don't really get that sort of 12 to 15 run over too easily.
Yeah.
Unless S-Hook is bowling pies.
That's right.
We will see if that
Well,
happens.
that's
But that's a full
foolish.
toss, not being
Quick
put away.
single.
That shy, but
Backed up.
no damage done.
And no,
By
it's a
Arsenal
legal
there.
ball. Legal ball.
Number 99, interesting number.
I did see Clyde Johnson, the umpire, actually look to square leg just to make sure.
It looked okay to me.
Yeah, oh yeah, well and truly. Okay,
4, 5.
batsman's ready.
Four fielders outside.
Elias comes in.
Not bowling.
Right up there in the block hole,
Yes.
Marco
digging
Ryan
it out
well.
somehow, keeping it away from the dreaded rattling noise, which batsmen hate world over.
Oh,
Oh shit moment. Okay.
yes.
Quite a leaf there from Elias as well. Not giving the batsman much to do with his balls.
No, mixing it up. That was a quicker ball.
Oh, Stu.
Oh, that's a good effort.
Oh,
Put him on both ends.
Is he trying to do? Does he always do that? Stu likes to dive in the
Straight
field.
the covers there, diving
Yeah.
around like a frog in a
Yeah.
blender. What I'm saying.
yeah,
I must say, I've seen him keep without a helmet and getting some pretty nasty injuries,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
somehow still showing up the next day at the cricket ground.
He
Unbelievable
saw.
stuff.
Yeah, he saw already. And now he's got to field the next one.
Not picked up entirely. And again, that man's Stu.
For a while, Stu.
Yeah,
The ball seems to be following him around a little, isn't it?
yeah. That's the one.
Got a magnet from
That's-
the Flamingo shopping centre last night. So the ball's following him around.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the one.
But that's 46 for 4 at the end
That's
of
drinks.
10 overs. A quick drinks break. So Beefy, if you were out there with the side right now, as what would be your advice to them?
To Estonia or to Finland?
To Estonia.
To Estonia, I think I'd be saying, guys, we're in a prime position right now. 40 odd runs for 10 overs, 4 wickets down, you're in the middle order. Don't relax.
Yeah.
This is where you step it up 10% and really try and get those next 2 wickets really quickly and push a little bit harder, because you get them 6 down for, it's a different game. But 4 for, with 6 wickets in the thing,
Yeah. Or of course, is it a case of you don't look for the wickets, you just keep everything tight to look to buy those wickets?
yes, but
It's a hard one.
You've got 5 fielders out now. They have
That's-
pushed the 5
that's right.
fielders back,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
do you bring a few in? I don't know. I think this is just the advice would be is right. Let's step it up a notch here and really apply the pressure. Take the bull by the horns.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Akash, what about you though? What would you do if you were Estonia?
I would probably choke them for the singles and make them go over the top.
He says, I'm.
If I was
Beefy,
Estonia, you said.
Yeah, no,
Why would I declare if I was
Beefy,
Estonia?
I'm going to agree with Akash. I would do the choke them of the runs.
Take them with the runs.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that
keep
would
the
be
field
me.
out.
Just choke them so that they have to play the big shots and put all of the emphasis, the onus on them.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying bring the 5 outfielders, the boundary riders in and try and do that. I'm keeping them out there, but I'm saying just as a team, you're in a great position. Don't relax on your
Absolutely.
laurels here.
Yeah.
This is where you all need to keep what's going and happening. Don't sit back and think the job's done,
Yeah.
because you're only halfway through the match.
And of
Absolutely.
course, I'll say this: we all know, the 3 of us all know what Finland need to do,
Yeah.
and that's build a partnership.
Yes.
They really need a partnership
Yeah.
at this stage.
Really need one.
They're in some of the league games where Skamans and Collins have been playing together, they've put up some huge opening partnerships.
Right, yep.
100 plus, 50 plus, very
Can't make many
consistently.
runs in the clubhouse, Cash.
Sorry?
Can't make many runs in the pavilion.
That's right. Got to be out there. Got to be out
Yeah,
there.
out there.
yep.
Yeah.
I would say that, yeah, but
But I think my advice to the Finnish team would be simply just keep working a runner ball. You know, just
Yeah,
at least another
just
6
push.
runs and over, puts them just over 100. That would be the minimum they need.
To me, it's obvious. What's their strength? Is they're running between the wickets.
Yeah.
So push the singles, go for the singles.
Yep.
Therefore,
And even push 2, pushing out to one of those boundary
Yeah,
runs
yeah.
and take those 2
Yeah.
runs. You know, if 4 doubles and over, 8 and over, there's another 80 runs, 120. They're back on track.
yes.
and mind you, for the Finnish side, their captain is settled, is well set.
Yes.
yeah.
He's batting off on 28 of 25 balls, one glorious 6.
Yeah.
Pretty nice boundary. He's had a subdued start, but he would like to make the start, convert the start into a big one.
Yeah.
So there's a very interesting passage of play coming up the next.
So change the bottom
4
for
overs.
Estonia. That's Ash again.
Yeah, Ash again.
That's
This
up.
is
Up in the air.
Catchable.
It's high up in
Won't
the
get
air, and it's got grassed.
Now, I said he won't get it because from here I could see his positioning and he was not getting under the ball correctly. Yep, you can just see it. So, just trying to see the number.
Yeah.
Can't quite.
Was that 21? Was it
No,
sure?
it's 18.
18?
It's Vimal, isn't it?
It was Habib Khan.
No, Vimal.
That's not. No, it's Vimal.
Vimal.
Oh yes, that was Vimal. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
sorry.
yes, yes. That was
Where that
Vimal.
big wicket I was talking about.
Yeah,
right
yeah. There it
Rana,
is.
he would be disappointed, but that's sort of trying to straying down a bit, and
So,
Gallagher
That
just
ball
trying
went
to.
up so high, it nearly hit the incoming KLM.
yeah, what I could see from here was he tracked towards the ball, but he wasn't allowing for that breeze taking it that
move
little bit
around,
further
yeah.
back. So, yeah. Nice
Yeah,
shot,
that's not
nice shot.
Pulled
That's
away.
gone.
That there's a
Yeah.
man there, but he's only going to be
Poor
watching.
bowling.
That has
Bowling,
cleared the
yeah.
covers even. 6 runs, handsome looking shot. Second of the day for the Finnish Bears, and this is what we've been saying, that after the break, something's bound to give. There was a top edge which went up in the air, and the next ball,
Yeah, exactly. Wasn't over.
6 runs.
Yeah, what could have been the old. Yeah.
The decisive over, you know,
Yes.
might kickstart him.
Yep.
And to be fair to Vimal, he had to have quite a bit of distance to cover
Oh, he
on
did.
that shot.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he made it look like a chance, but
We're not going to be that fair. Should have been caught.
Cash. That's right. We're commentators. We can say he should have caught it. Oh, is this Finland's over to get back on track here?
cut hard.
More runs.
There's nobody there, but this doesn't seem to be running away to the fence. It will be
They've got
pulled back.
2.
They've comfortably 2 runs, but a bit of shy, well covered.
So that
Nice
drop has now
backing.
been a change, a turnaround of 10 runs.
Yep, right after the break.
6-2-2.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just needs to put it full and straight here.
Yeah, full and straight. That's better. Nice
Past
shot
the man,
though. Squeezed
sweeper.
out.
That's going to be another 2 runs.
Yeah, 2.
12 off the over so far.
Yeah, the Finnish side getting a move on after the drinks
Yeah.
break.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there was a chance. We know it was a tough chance, but then the short ball dispatched for what it deserved, the big 6. And after that, some really nice shots and well run. So they've deserved the runs. Slower ball, and he's dropped
Dropped him off his own bowling.
Wow.
Runner there. For how long is he going to think about that?
Yep.
Definitely Gallagher getting 2 lives in 1 over.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking, wow, which side of the bed did I wake up on?
I don't think that was the most. Well, it wasn't the hardest catch.
Yeah.
So,
He- and it's also off his own bowling. Bowlers
Oh.
hate to drop something off their own bowling. No one else to blame.
Finland back in it. I think they've got to take their chance now.
12 run over.
Yeah. And Elias to resume from the residential end.
Elias back in.
And he
Catches
comes.
win matches.
Yes. Short.
Dot ball. Estonia just had to pull this over back now.
Yeah.
So everything happening in that over. 2 drop
Yes.
catches,
Yeah.
1
10
6,
runs.
Six,
Yeah.
12,
Yeah.
12, wasn't it? 12,
12
runs.
runs.
I think it
10
was
drop
it 12
catches,
runs, Akash?
12
Yeah,
of the
12
last
runs.
over. Yeah.
So big over.
Driven.
They'll only
It's
get
got to
one
be cut
there.
off. Just a single. They're thinking about a second, but they
Yeah.
very wisely decide against it.
The
because-
non-striker was a bit slow to get going because he had to make sure that it wasn't going to be fielded by Elias. That was his.
Or deflected on.
Yeah, that was his main concern. So that's all he could. Yeah, it was well run in the end. And again,
Just a
good
dot
cricket.
ball.
Oh, direct hit.
Right on top of
and-
the. Was it the off bail even?
Yeah, off the bails.
Must be all that 10-pin bowling from last night, Howie.
Yes, I think so.
Did you guys go on
Boys,
bowling
they
last
went
night?
10-pin bowling. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Good team building activity.
Nice. When did you all arrive in Estonia?
Yesterday afternoon, about 3:30, and then we popped
Nice.
down to the ground and
Yeah.
had a look.
Nice. This is not the first time you guys are playing here. You have played here before, haven't you? Beefy. Uppishly driven. It's in the gap. Mudley tried to cut it off. He will. And they come back for a 2. Yes, Beefy. So you guys have played in this
We
ground
used to
before.
play in the Finnish Premier League, actually.
Okay.
5 or 6 years ago.
Okay.
And Sarama actually won it 2 years in a row, but strange enough, weren't invited back for the 3rd year.
Bowled him. Well, there's the wicket, Akash. Absolutely incredible.
So was that
Elias with his big
So-
international wicket there, absolutely huge.
big wicket for him?
Wow.
Gallagher, the danger man,
I've
being
been talking
dismissed.
the whole time, happy and nothing going on. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Gallagher there.
So I'll just jump out. We'll bring Tim Heath on because we've had him here, but I don't think his headset's been working. So I'm just going to let Tim just jump in for a second, Cash, and have a chat with you.
So, welcome, Beefy. Apparently,
Akash.
we
How you
had a
doing?
bit of a mix-up with the mics. So it turns out your mic was somehow not going on air. Apologies for that,
That's
Beefy.
all right.
But welcome on air.
I'm glad the other commentators heard all my commentary and enjoyed my commentary, and unfortunately the rest of the world couldn't.
Absolute pleasure. So why don't you delight the rest of our audience?
So big wicket here from Elias. I was a little bit worried that last over with Ashish going for 12 runs and 2 drop catches, but that's a big comeback for Estonia now.
Yeah, the new man in for
5 for 61. Elias coming again from the Ravamari end.
defended
And he's
away.
bowling good tight lines here, Akash.
Yeah, you would be really happy with this Estonian side's performance so far, hasn't it?
Well, as I was
You guys have
chatting
been
about before at half time,
Yes.
the question was, what do we do if you're out there in the middle of the Estonian ground? That one there, is that not working? So we can't hear the commentary in the here.
So Beefy, you were telling us about
Yeah, so it was just after that first 10 overs, they were 4 for 43, a fantastic start for Estonia. The question was what to do, and really that's where they did step it up and get those next 2 wickets really quickly to make a difference. So very good wicket there from Elias. Which batsman is Collins still in there playing?
Yeah, Collins is definitely in
He's
there.
still there.
He's joined by
he's the
Mahesh.
linchpin for the
Yeah.
Finnish team at the moment, for the Finnish Bears.
Definitely. Tambe, the new man, known to bowl with a semi-new ball, swings it a long way.
Yeah, and a new bowler for Estonia as well.
Is that Vimal, as we
79.
expected?
This would be Vimal.
Vimal, yeah, 78.
Yeah, 78. Bowling a bit of spin here. So 5 players out for Estonia on the boundary.
cut straight to the man there at backward point.
Just
Dot
wondering
ball.
if Clyde's going to be questioning the angle of the inflection of the elbow on his bowling deliveries here. No? Looks good to you, Cash?
I think that was okay. The one thing about Vimal is he gets through his overs really quick. That slashed hard, but there
out.
is a man at sweeper there. Only a single.
But I've been super impressed with the Estonian fielding today. It's been sharp.
I would say so, yes, except for the one drop catch. But luckily
the
that
rest of
wasn't
it's
too expensive.
not many twos or misfields and whatnot. The ball's been coming in nicely. Vimal again, straight through him, taken by Marco. Well done, dot ball.
Yep.
I think Estonia's just got to try and get through their overs as quick as possible here before Finland knows what happens.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely Finland have the home ground advantage,
Testing.
but
1, 2.
they're a bit under pressure at this moment, trying to nudge that past the man there at point. It's just
Lovely
a single,
fella.
nice quick single, yeah, good throw.
Yes.
So, and by the way, I believe congratulations are in order for the Estonian Cricket Association. You guys were the Digital Fan Engagement Award of the year.
We were
Congratulations
very
on that.
privileged to win that award. We won the European award for
The European
digital,
one,
and
yep.
then we won the ICC International one.
Nice,
So,
nice looking drive.
No, I mean, there's a lot of hard work going in on how to
Testing.
really try
1,
and grow
2.
that game, especially from a digital perspective. And
Yeah.
like Finland, we've got the streaming set up. All
Yes.
the domestic games have streamed live and commentated, and yeah, a lot of work's gone into it. So very happy to be recognised by the ICC. We can't get the voice coming through the headphones as well. You should. Yeah, but I should be hearing you. Yeah. So, end of the over, and they are 5 for 65 after 13
Testing.
overs.
1, 2.
13 overs going at 5 runs and over.
5 runs and over.
Is it going to
On
be
target for 100.
Elias back from this end? Or does it look like a bowling chain? No, it's Elias. So what does he have? 2 overs,
1 for
1 for 7.
1 for 7.
He would be very pleased with himself and on debut.
They're both alright, they're on mute now.
Cut behind, cut to the man at cover region, just a single. Estonia will take these singles
one
from
working now?
here on in.
This one working? We can't hear anything in here. Okay.
Pitched up, driven
yeah.
handsomely,
Oh,
but
straight
straight to
through
the
the
man.
fielder.
Has it gotten through him? Oh, it has.
Poor
Will it
fielding
run
for
onto the boundary
Estonia.
there? And the ball wins. 4 runs. A rare misfield from the Estonian side, but the Finnish Bears will be lapping it up. They're not going to be worried too much how it comes, as long as they come on the scoreboard.
Look, for Finland, it's 4 runs in the book. However they get them, they don't mind right now. They need every run they can get, but that's...
Was it some uneven bounce there, which kind of did the fielder in, maybe?
Oh, I think that's a pretty smooth outfield here.
Mm.
So 5 for 70 in the 14th over. Crucial time of the game here.
So, Beefy, while we are at it, maybe you can also tell us the way forward for Estonian cricket. Having said that, you missed, play and miss.
Look, we've worked incredibly hard over the last couple of years. We've built up to a 12-team league in Estonia with T20 and a T40 leagues going on.
Also in Tartu, you have
We've
few
got 2
sides.
clubs out of Tartu now, 10 in Tallinn.
Yep.
We've got 2 wonderful grounds in the,
Yes,
in the
they're
new
beautiful.
property in Tiskra. That's certainly making a difference. And the women are playing every Wednesday night, a couple of teams of women cricket players. And you know, we've got a 5-year plan to have 1,000 kids playing cricket every Saturday morning. That's our goal. And the whole association behind it, making sure we're you know, putting in the proper coaching structure, the umpiring panel, and making it a professional outfit. So really, and everybody's behind it as well. So it's a pleasure to be a part of it.
You've just hit the nail on the head, Beefy. That's
Took
a
around the
single.
stew there, another dot ball.
Yeah, I was just having a chat with Andrew Armitage, the CF chairman, before this game started, and he was saying about the importance of developing kids cricket. So there is a bit of a focus on that in Finland as well.
In the kids cricket.
Yeah, and also both our Finland and Estonia have invested quite a bit in terms of the umpiring, let's say, talent. That's a single. Just push there.
Well, like anything, you need a good framework for cricket to, whether it be from an administration perspective or from a game management perspective. You put the right things in place and you do it professionally, then allow the cricket to flourish underneath that.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the end of the 14th over. It's 72 for 5.
Collins is on...
Is it 30?
30 odd runs?
30, yeah.
Playing that real linchpin role here, Collins.
He has to stay till the end.
He's got to stay to the end, absolutely.
He's got to stay at the end. I think he knows that. He's a captain of the side. He's been in from the start.
Yep.
He's seen the conditions. He knows it's not the easiest bowling side that he's been up against. I'm sorry?
When will he tee off?
Excuse me. Well, I would say that...
He's loosening the shoulders now in the 15th over here?
Definitely. And also they have one more, let's say, exciting talent, the Finnish side, Hamjat Sher, if you've seen him play. But he is called the Wild Thing.
The Wild Thing?
Yeah. He swings the ball both ways. With the ball and with the bat, he can really hit it out of pretty much any part of the ground.
Reverse sweep for 6, can he?
Probably. I would probably bet on him doing that. And Tambe, having said that, trying to work it on the onside, but straight to the fielder. Dot ball. At this stage, dot balls are golden.
And Akash, you're playing in the local Finnish league as well, still?
Yes, absolutely.
Which team are you playing in these days?
This year, I'm part of the Shaurya Cricket Club.
Yep.
We are not part of the FPL this year.
Oh, no?
But we are part of the Division 1 league.
Right.
Been playing over there. I'm also thinking of heading over to Estonia for some games after midsummer.
Yeah, very good.
I love the Tiskre grounds. It's beautiful there.
You've had a game on the Tiskre grounds yet, or?
Yes, I've had a few games last year.
Yep.
Got a 30 odd against the Tapa team last year.
Yes, of course. Yep. But two divisions in the Finnish cricket.
There are
league,
3 actually.
3 divisions.
3 divisions plus the ODs plus the women's cricket. So and also the T10, and then there's a hardball division as well. So that's uppishly driven, but straight to the man
Straight
at
to the
long
fielder
off.
Long off
for a single.
It's just great to see cricket flourish
Absolutely.
in the northern part of Europe, and
we are in the northernmost metropolitan of the world, and to see cricket here in a country which is hardly 5 million, and where most of the population wouldn't even know how to spell cricket.
Yes.
They mistake it for the sport croquet.
Kricketi.
Yeah, something like that. And they even mistake cricket for croquet, you know.
Oh, croquet.
Yeah, croquet, sorry,
yes.
I'm mispronouncing it. So they mistake it for that. So it's really, in this part of the world, to see this much of a sporting infrastructure in both in the summers and in the winters.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. Of course, it's mainly driven by the expat population, but even that is growing, and a significant number of the guys have been around for more than 4 years.
Yes.
So that means that automatically sort of inculcated into the national mainstream.
To bring in more of those ethnic Finnish or ethnic Estonian players, you've really got to start from the school level. And bring them up on.
Short ball pulled away. There's a fielder there, but
no.
it doesn't reach him. There's a bit of a tumble, but he manages to safely cut it off and keep them down to 2.
Yeah, it reminds me there's big boundaries here at Kerava.
Yeah, it does. And talking about kids coming through, Tim, you guys have Mark Owaik and Kalle. Both of them, I've seen them for many years.
Yeah, last 10 years
I've
been playing.
Yeah, exactly. And how old are they now?
Early 30s, I think. So they're not exactly kids. All that's gone again. One hand, one bounce. I think they're just loosening the shoulders now, Finland. We might be seeing a catch the next over or 2.
You can clearly see the strategy is Tambe is going to go over the top. He's trying to go and get a move on. Collins is still trying to play the sheet anchor here.
Yeah, but I think on that kids cricket, it really is. That's a strange.
That
ball.
one is definitely a no ball, and that's running away.
And there's no balls and buys, and
they run
one short and everything. And he's hit the wickets. They'll probably get 5 here now.
You're an optimist. No, but wait, did you say it was a short run?
No, I just thought there was a lot going on, so I had a few things in there.
Okay. All right, okay, because I was looking to see what was the signal. All right. Yeah, but it would be interesting to see what the umpires do. They are having a little chat. Is it just a no ball, or is it also an official warning?
There'll be a warning there. Has to be a warning.
Yeah.
Well, it went over Marco's shoulders on the full toss.
For
so
sure.
It wasn't really a dangerous ball at the head because it was 2 foot above the batsman's head.
Four
And
signal.
4 runs.
So 5 runs plus is it and a free hit coming up? So
Yeah.
and the man set on strike. So this would be.
But this is what I talked about before when no one was hearing me, was that this is where Estonia they need to continually apply the pressure and not let it get out of their grasp. You know, the way they're going, Finland can easily get up to 120, 130 if they just unwind the screws here.
Absolutely. You do not want.
Wasn't 4 runs. It was
Oh, but
no ball and 2 runs, I believe.
no ball and 2 runs.
Still
all
a
right.
free hit.
Right. So Collins, what does he do with the free hit? He swings hard,
Straight
but
down
it's
the colour. They'll push for 2.
you
No,
do not
on
want to get a
Colours'
run
arm.
out of a free hit. So I think sensibly they turned it down.
Yeah.
Right. So 3 balls up, only 3 to go. 3 legal balls to come.
3 legal deliveries to go, yes.
Have you been playing much cricket?
Still playing every Saturday, playing for the Tellin Hippos, and thoroughly enjoying it.
I bet you do.
Yes, it's.
Have you had any big innings this year?
I think I made about 30 runs the other day, not out.
Okay.
So batting in the middle order these
In
days.
3 balls.
In about 3 balls, exactly. No, not as young as I used to be in previous years, Akash, funnily enough, but still love being out there and always
Swing
wound
and a
himself
miss.
up
That
there.
beat everybody.
Got a nick. Well, it won't go for 4 though, but they will get the 2 runs.
Was that an edge?
It was an edge, yeah.
Ah,
It was a reverse French cut, would you believe?
no, by signal. There
By
was
singles.
yeah.
Okay.
That one looked to beat everybody to
Yeah.
me.
But no, really enjoying the Estonian Premier League, and it's a good setup, and there's good cricket being played every weekend, and pleasure to be a part of it.
I can tell you, I'm looking forward to be there post midsummer. But that's
a
up in
good
the
shot.
air.
That's a good
Lovely
shot. No one
looking
out
strike.
there.
4
Yeah.
runs. Vociferously appreciated by his team there. Rightly so, because right now this is all the doctor ordered as far as the Finnish Bears are concerned, and they decided to get a move on. It's 89 for 5 at the end of 16 overs.
So you've probably got 2 overs left from Habib, and 2 overs from Murali, I think, will bowl out the last 4 overs here.
Yeah, they will not be easy to get away, but having said that, if the Bears manage to get, I would say, 8 runs in overs, so around 30, so closing in on
110
the
maybe, 120.
120 mark to
120
make a
mark,
fight of
yeah.
this chase.
And this is where Estonia really should have been keeping them below 100, given they were 4 for 43 off 10 overs.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to remember that at the halfway point of the innings, they were at 4 for 43. So this has been a good comeback from the Bears
Absolutely.
ever
Yeah.
since the
And that's
drinks
that
break.
pressure I was talking about at the half time, that Estonia can't relax. Welcome back, Howie. Hopefully your microphone's working.
Hopefully we're all good now. Well, Finland back in it, well and truly.
Yes, 100%. Is that Habib from the Vanta end?
It's called the brewery.
The brewery end.
What did you call it? I'm sorry?
The brewery. The
No,
beer
what did you
brewery.
call it?
I call it the Vanta end.
The Wanta.
Vanta Airport.
Oh, the
Well,
airport.
the way the
yeah, we call it
aeroplanes
the
are
brewery.
landing, I'm assuming the north-south
Okay.
runway's this way, and
Okay.
Airport or brewery?
Yeah, we call it the brewery, and for simplicity's sake.
where is the brewery? Is the brewery?
Apparently there was one back in the day somewhere that side of the ground, so that's
Okay,
why
yeah.
that's the brewery end, and this is the other end would be the residential end.
residential end.
Yep.
Or the
Short
Oh,
ball
that's
pulled
short.
away.
There's a player
That
out
one
there,
has
but it's
gone
way
into
over his
orbit.
head.
That's 6 runs.
Lovely shot.
Beautifully hit. Mahesh Tambe there really taking the pressure on to Habib. This is what I was trying to tell Howie a little earlier, that Habib tends, he's nippy and fast, but he tends to drop it a bit short, like in this case a bit too short, and getting the treatment it deserves.
Speak about this earlier.
Yeah.
If he drops it short, he's going to get put over the boundary. That was my worry, and
Yep.
Cash and I did have a chat about it.
Yep.
Yep. And also with his pace, the batsman really has to just get a bit of wood
Flew
on
for
it.
the line, yeah.
Good timing.
Clearing. That's looks
Culler
to
get
be
there,
running through, but
running,
Murli Wood and
diving,
Kalle coming right in and
safe, but they will
nipping that.
take two.
That's
He's
2 runs there,
for
coming up for third. Are they going to make it? It looks
Hold.
like they have cleared it. Good running
very,
there.
Very good running.
Showing positive intent, not worried about being
6 down.
6 down, yep.
Or 5 down even, yeah.
Yep, 5 down. Sorry, we tend to get a bit excited as commentators.
Yes.
So,
So
yeah,
excited that Cash's chair's fallen over and doesn't care.
yeah, I'm
Just
going to
don't
stand till
Just
the
don't
end.
sit down at Cash is all I say.
Well,
Have you been again?
It seems to be working for the Bears, so I will stand.
And he's got that through the infield as well, straight
It'll
out to
be-
deep square leg.
That won't go to the fence. Runner giving
But
chase.
will they
and-
take the third? No, they won't this time. Good.
No,
You can just feel the momentum shifting here.
absolutely. Yeah. If the Bears manage to get to 130,
Game on.
Game on.
They've done
Gentlemen.
extremely well. But it's at the maturity of the Finnish Bears and the wisdom of their players. When they've always been a strong international team.
well, that's what I've been saying is that he's been around for quite some time.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Just Nathan's managed that innings so well here.
Really well.
Yep.
It wasn't easy, having being under pressure from the start, seeing wickets go down at the other end.
Dropping all around you like flies, exactly.
What do we see? We see a couple of drop catches. We see a couple of short balls. They take advantage. Bang.
And just that switch in momentum. Well, I mean, Finland, they knocked over Denmark, didn't they, a month or so ago? For Bibbs
Trying
done
something very
interesting there. There's no one backing. How was it?
Nope, not out. He seemed to be well in. He was
Well
grounded.
in,
He was
yeah.
even standing and ready to go for the second run.
Leg byes.
By the way, I must tell you that in one of the league games recently in Finland, we had a bowler running out the non-striker, or what is popularly known as a
A
man-catting.
man-cat.
Yes.
And that's legal under the Finnish adaptation of the ICC rules?
Why not? Why shouldn't it?
Because it's a gentleman's sport is why it should
So
be.
don't bowl bouncers then if it's a gentleman's sport.
It was a gentleman's sport.
But hang on, are you saying that the ECA, that's not
Oh,
man-catting?
got him! Habibi, you little ripper.
Wow.
That's a fantastic
That's
ball
Collins
and
there.
just what the doctor ordered. And it's Collins as well, is it?
Yes, that's Collins.
That's a
He was
big
looking
wicket
to
for
sort
Estonia.
of
Yeah. He's
play
actually
it
tried to
away
look
on
to,
the offside.
he's trying to
Just
step
trying
away, and
trying to
cut
make
back.
room and cut it, but the ball coming back a little
Yeah.
more
Yep.
and crashing into that middle and leg
Cash,
stump.
I'm also going to call this, so I think it kept a little low, like that one earlier. No, you think it was...
I think it was sort of hitting the
Okay.
top of leg bail or
Leg bail,
middle
yeah.
bail,
But the batsmen are dancing around the crease. Why can't they just stand still?
now he was trying to make room for himself. I think his idea was to go into the vacant sort of the deep third man
Backward
region, backward point.
Yeah. Because the
And
ball
ended
was
up-
coming around the wicket here.
Yeah, I saw
But
some
a good
dancing
knock,
around last night, though, Tim.
yeah.
Really good knock.
That was when you were
That was
10
me
pin
dancing
bowling.
around in the 10-pin bowling
That's right.
lanes.
Right. So is that Amjad coming in now?
And our neighbouring lane, Howie, actually asked us to quieten down a little bit as well.
Really?
Yes, yes.
What did you do?
We got excited. It got very competitive 10-pin bowling at Cash,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
but like any national team, there's the competitive juices flowing through. So 6 for 103, that's the over, and
Cash.
Murali's coming on.
Cash, we were calling wides and no balls at 10 pin bowling last night. Don't you worry about that.
And I even
Oh,
got
why?
a strike.
Did 10 pin
Oh, we were
bowling?
calling everything.
I
yeah,
overstepped the front line and got a no ball
No
or
ball.
a strike.
Oh.
Yeah. There was
Can
even
you
a
bowl
call.
a no ball and 10 pin bowling?
The front foot slid over the line.
Yeah.
Oh.
I even called for a drug test to be put
Oh,
on.
did you?
Yeah, young Romeo. Yeah, he was bowling out of his skin, and
He
I just think
certainly
something
was.
was
Just
going
to be
on.
sure everything's
yeah.
kosher. All right, okay. But right, having said that, the batsman.
Okay, so
You see his number.
So bowler is, it'd be
Is-
Murali, wouldn't it? 24.
24.
Murali Oberle, vice captain of the team.
I'm wondering who the batsman is.
The
to number
batsman
23.
He's from Finland.
The batsman's from Finland.
Look on
Tim,
the
is he?
score.
Now, you're sure? I just want to just check
Okay,
with you.
playing for Finland.
Okay.
On the scorecard it says, on the
Amjad.
computer, Amjad.
Amjad share.
Well,
so
Murali
I would
comes in.
watch out for him, but that's Murali coming in to start the 18th over.
Habib,
Pitched up.
Habib comes around.
Big swing, it's in the air.
No,
It's
no
not
chance
gonna
of catching
be-
that.
Two runs for the taking.
Yeah. He was never going to make. No one was going to make that.
The ball's certainly up in the air though. I think they're really going to open their shoulders up now.
Look, if Habib's not going to get under that, no one else is.
No.
He's quick.
Not even Stu Hook.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So the batters are playing well here.
Yeah. Well, Murley in again, and this
Up
time.
in the air, it's Habib
Won't
right
get to it.
behind it.
No.
Yeah, one-handed field, one hand, one bounce.
Oh, that is
He's
beautiful.
nearly cut off
Sort of-
the second.
That was beautiful
Sort of
fielding.
like-
But good fielding.
Yeah.
In the street cricket we used to play back home in India. One
Yeah.
tip, one hand.
Yeah, and Australia as well, backyard cricket.
They
one
do that
hand,
too
one
there?
bounce.
Okay.
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely, yeah, nice. So, yeah, but Habib, interesting to see him putting in his best after he's bowled.
He's a good sportsman, Habib.
Looks fit to me.
So Murley,
Right on.
person
So,
to have on
do
the-
we
for the
have a
defo.
contest
Murley
here?
knows they're going for him. He knows it. And there it is.
There it
Up
is.
in
And
the air.
No, fall short.
But it's gonna
Connected,
fall
just
short.
A single. Just easy on, boys. Have it in.
Murli not looking too impressed. Did he expect to have a fielder in there, or having a little? He had a bit of something to say. But I guess now he's bringing in a fielder at sort of mid-off and moving the man to wide long off. It was earlier. It was the other way around.
Other way
swapping
around,
them
yeah.
Yeah, they've just swapped Arslan and Habib around a little here.
Yeah, because that he was pretty much sure that the previous ball, when it went up in the air and he saw nobody there, he was a bit disappointed.
And I think Murley's asking the batsman to drive out over the covers rather than play the ball
But
straight.
that's
Let's
one
work off
works
the hip.
to the vacant
One.
region there behind square on the onside, coming back for an easy 2.
And it's good arm coming in. So our score is 110 for 6. With 2.5 overs to go.
It's not bad.
It's 110 from this point on. I would say 130 is pretty
Yeah,
much
130
achievable
is
if
good.
this,
They've
if
gotta
this
get to
pair stays
130.
in.
Yep.
So,
And to be honest, that's a great effort by Finland to have got
Absolutely.
that 130.
I remember in the first 2020 World Cup finals, India defending 135 against Pakistan.
Yeah.
So that would be something to watch out
Yeah.
for today.
Good
Driven
bowler block
straight to
hole.
that man. Oh, shy, but didn't collect the ball. Single.
Arslan's giving them the single.
That should give him
It would have been, look,
some time to just
lesser teams at that moment when they were 4-for, they would have crumbled.
hold it. Yep.
Yep.
But not this side, because like I've been saying that they have played together for a long time.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
side is pretty much
Know how to manage that
yeah.
innings through.
So
don't
they've
they?
did.
they've absorbed the pressure pretty well. Short ball, swung hard, but that's one bounce to the fielder there. Only a single.
Hello, I will have some advice for the umpires after this innings. That was Lord Nelson 1-1-1, and Clyde didn't have one leg off the
Yeah.
ground. I thought that's a very important tradition that must be continued along, and we'll be certainly letting the umpires know of that in the future.
Very important.
No, but going back to your man cat, it's an interesting one. I've been
Yeah.
brought up in the spirit of cricket. Look, it is in the rules, but is it the way we want to play the game?
Well, if that is the case, then let's make bouncers illegal.
Well, they are, because the bouncer over there is a wide ball.
Yeah, but then you can still bowl a short ball. Then
You
don't
can
bowl
a short ball.
Pitch it
yeah,
up.
Yeah, but you can bowl a short ball within the from the head to the toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So I think it's a debatable call.
Absolutely, it has been for many years and will continue to be for many years
Yeah.
on. Habib coming in from the brewery end. Oh, he's got a bit of pace in that ball as well.
just a single. Sorry.
Old. Just one taken.
What I like there is Habib didn't throw.
Yes. Yep. I would have said in the league game he would have
Maybe.
had a throw
Yeah.
at the stumps there, Howie.
Yeah. But he's thinking more about the effects of if you miss.
The score check and the effects. Got a bit of pace on him, Habib.
My word. And
Coming
he
in
comes.
from the very end.
That
And
could be
that's where
wide,
it is.
yeah.
That's a wide ball.
Yeah, look wide.
Well taken by Marco though.
That's quite an. Yeah, I think he saved a few runs for the side there for sure.
Yes.
Acrobatic as usual.
Where are we with the over rate here, Cash? Because Habib's running back to his mark. Are they behind?
That doesn't look like it, but then they also have some allowance for
Oh, that's
swing,
gone.
That's gone.
and that's gone.
Crunch.
Miles, 6 runs. That wasn't a really bad ball. Just Amjad just making room for himself and giving it, whacking it over.
Slow ball on the legs is
mid-wicket.
probably not the type of ball to be bowling to death.
Yeah,
Innings.
yep. So 120
120's up.
with how many? 10 balls to
1.5
go.
overs.
So who knows? 15 runs.
Be coming in.
Around the wicket.
Round the wicket.
Oh,
That's
in
up.
the air.
Swung. There's a fielder coming
Fielder
underneath
there,
it.
hasn't moved.
He's right underneath
Oh,
it, and
he's
he's
dropped
dropped him. Amjad Sher coming back for 2 runs, but in the fielder's defence, while he was in position, it was high.
He was camped under it a long
Yeah.
time.
In the words of a famous Indian commentator, that could have brought down an air hostess with it.
Yeah.
Harsha Burgley.
No, Navjot Singh Sidhu.
That should have been taken. Yeah.
The fielder didn't have to move much as well.
Didn't have
Came
to
straight
move.
to him.
Yeah.
You know, what do they say? Catches do win matches. That's 3 now. Estonia's dropped.
Yes.
Yeah, how expensive will it be? Because this guy, towards the end, he's got the license to basically calling it a dead ball. Something
So they've
said
just-
the umpires.
hang
Was
on.
it maybe the stumps?
What's happened here?
Yeah,
Look, I can see
taken a
Finland
stump out of the
another
ground.
15, 20 runs off the last 10 balls, 9 balls.
yeah, match on.
Yeah, match on.
Hell yeah.
135 target.
135.
Yeah.
Let's see. Have you been again? It's up again. Is
Yeah,
anyone
this will
there?
land safely.
It's gonna be safe. 3 fielders converging, but it's right in the middle of the 3 guys, and
Another 2 runs.
they come back for 2. They will be quite happy with this over. 124 for 6.
So that was Vimal with that drop catch there before.
Yes. And that ball just dissected the isosceles triangle.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, it did. Exactly. Trying to light in the
It's
right in
called
the middle.
placement.
Nicely
Better shot in the
driven.
block hole. Will they take the 2 again? They will.
Oh,
They
well.
will come back for 2.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's just good running, good cricket management.
Yeah.
You know?
I said I
And
would,
it
I
getting
got
the
one.
cheers at right
You
as
could have, how is another question.
What are you saying, Tim? What are
that
you
getting the
saying?
cheers that it rightly deserves from the Finnish side. And interesting to see, we have some spectators in the spectator stand.
look at the
It's very
stands up
nice
there.
to
This
see.
is great.
Good ball.
Yeah, good appeal.
And not out.
Not out.
That's the over.
Over called.
Our score check is
126 for 6 at the end of 19.
126.
Is it good? Most likely will be Murali to finish up. He's taking the ball.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see anything above the 130 mark would be definitely a par score for this,
Yeah,
this
well,
ground.
we called it
140's on.
yesterday.
140's
140 is the par score for
140.
Okay, so 6.63 is the run
6.63
rate.
is the run rate.
Nice.
Okay, and you guys thought 140 was a par score?
140 was on our boat trip over. 140 was the par score.
Okay.
Anything below that's a good target to chase or to put on the board.
Okay.
And they could have had him at below 120, but not to be.
Right, Murali.
Lovely.
Swing, there's nobody
Lovely
there.
shot.
That's going to be crashing into the boundary there. Lovely looking shot. 4 runs.
Beautiful.
Beautiful shot. He knew
Yes.
the fielder was in the
They've still
circle
got the
there.
nib on the deep covers as opposed to Arsenal being a deep mid on.
I just saw them talking before the start of this over.
Yeah.
And even now, Murali signaling to Arsalan saying to stay in
Yeah,
at mid-off.
I noticed
So
that too, Akash.
it's
Yeah.
probably some kind of a strategy going on, but now he's
But
changing.
now
I thought
he's
they were
just
discussing what's for dinner tonight.
back a little.
Remember they did that famously Australia-India game?
Knowing-
The last ball, Warney went up to Healy and said, what are we having for dinner tonight?
Oh, Warney missed that guy.
Yes.
Poor thing. Really, a legend of the game.
Great cricket player. Great
Even
cricketing
today,
mind as
even
well.
now, sometimes I watch the replays of some of his
Yeah.
masterpieces.
And he had that South African batsman, that was his rabbit.
Yeah.
I used to always get him out, forget his name.
Yeah. And he had even visited us in Estonia once,
He
hadn't
did.
he?
The 2012 Division 3 ICC
Yeah.
event. Warney came over and Liz Hurley tagged along as well. And,
I bet you remember that. But that's one's not going to go to the boundary. That's only going to be a 2 runs. They're coming back running hard.
Yeah, good
And
running.
they will take it at this point. And
And
that's
he's very
crossing.
generous with his time as well.
Oh, he
Warney,
loved
when
giving
came
back
to
to cricket.
Estonia, And
He loved it.
Just, it was really good. We had Slovenia, Turkey, and Estonia playing in a tournament, and he was
Lovely.
great.
Yep.
It was really good.
Nice that he had some good company tagging along with
He
him on that
certainly
trip.
did. Yes. Yeah.
Murali
If only
here.
we had Instagram back in those days.
Wide. Wide ball, a rare wide from Murali.
Really?
He's not happy with that call, but
It
to me,
didn't-
even
it
from this
actually
angle,
didn't
that
look
looked wide. Yes. He's not
Yeah.
happy with it. No bowler is, especially
No.
on the last over, especially not a miser like Murali. But at this stage, at this point, I think that was a fair call by the umpire.
I couldn't understand why the batsman was pulling away from the shot, but maybe he was.
No,
thinking
that
it
he
a
was
wide
just
ball as
leaving it,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Re-bowl that one, skipper.
Mirroring in again from the residential end.
It's a nice shot.
Straight to the fielder there.
Philbin, but
Just a
they'll
single.
run two again.
Oh, 2
Oh,
runs.
yeah.
Good running there.
Great running.
There is 2 for the taking because that man there is right on the boundary line,
Yes.
and the ball wasn't travelling as fast, and that's an easy 2.
135 for 6.
2 balls to
Two
come.
balls to come.
Right.
2 or 3?
Big
Do we have a
two
6
balls.
and a 4 to finish the innings?
Okay, just got things to 6 and 4. Well,
That's out. They've got
splayed out.
protection with her bib. He's got a good arm, keeper.
He's got a good arm. Still get the 2 though.
He'll get that.
Gets
no,
there too easily.
They missed it.
So 137 pass score. Game on, boys and girls. Last ball coming up. The Estonian team, they will be really happy with this effort, although the Finnish side will be even
Poor
happier with
last
the way
10
they have
overs. Sorry
recovered.
for me. It's a poor last 10 overs from Estonia.
My
here.
word.
It's up in the air.
Land safely.
It will land safely. Kale, safe pair of hands,
They'll
but he's
take
not going
two.
for it. 2 runs.
Just hold it.
139 for 6. That's the end of the innings.
Chasing 140 is par.
140
There
to
you go.
140 on the target. So exactly as what you guys would believe it to be a pass score.
Yeah, but at 4 for 43, and then they've let them have 10 overs, 10 runs and over. That was that pressure I talked about, Howard, and I think they've just
All started with a couple of drop catches.
Yes.
And bowl a short ball, they get a 6. It relieved the pressure for Finland.
Yep, and there's 12 off that over, and about the 11th or the 12th, 11th over it was.
Yep.
So
6.95.
Yep, 6.95, and the Finnish Bears finishing at 139 for 6 at the end of 20 overs, being led by their captain Nathan Collins. Superb knock, 40, unlucky to miss out on a 50.
Yes.
3 4s and a 6, and some superb late order hitting by Tambe and Sher. I was super impressed with Tambe's strokes. The 6 over square over mid wicket and hitting was a good one, and of course Sher has always been somebody who can clear the ball. So 22 of 11, a strike rate of
Cash,
200 for the Wild
just,
Thing.
Remember, they were only, about 4.2 and
Yeah,
over.
exactly.
Several overs in
Exactly.
to end up where they did
Yeah, almost 100 runs
Great
in the
effort
last 10.
by Finland.
Yeah.
So
Great
that's something,
And
a
if you
very
look at
good
those
comeback.
batsmen, 6, 7 and 8, 15, 31, there's a good 60 odd runs there. That's a fantastic effort by the Finnish Bears to pull it back and make this a game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we are going to be back in about
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
yeah.
We will take you through the Estonian response, and until then, that will be Akash, Tim, and Howie signing off for the next 15
Or
minutes.
at least taking a pause.
Yep.
Thank you. And we are back. The teams are back on as well. Just some last minute change. Just taking guard. We will get you the openers in a moment. My colleagues will join me soon, and we should be underway. For the Estonian side, it's going to be Maidul Islam and Habib Khan. Habib was also the guy, if you remember, opening the bowling, opening the batting, so turns out to be quite an all-round cricketer. We saw him put in some good fielding effort as well, but for Finland it's going to be Amjad Sher. No surprises there with the new ball. Just a heads up about Amjad is he swings the ball both ways, so it will be really interesting. And he's starting off from the residential end, so he's going to be bowling a bit into the breeze now, so it will be interesting to see. But here's Sher. Nice tight start. From where the Finnish side were at the end of the first 10 overs, 43 for 4 at the end of 10, and then to go up to 139 for whatever 6 or so, for 139 for 6 at the end of 20, 95 runs in the last 10 overs. That's something really amazing, and they are really, they must be fancying themselves here with a chance, defending 140. Sher starting off in good earnest. In the same spot, superb fielding effort there, definitely saved a run. Good stop there. Uppishly hit on the onside, but there was nobody there. The fielders were all in the circle, and that's 4 runs. Very cleverly played, turning it around the corner. Yeah, nobody out there. The 2 fielders out for at the start of the innings. One at deep point and the other at deep extra cover. And that's a boundary there for my idol. Nice looking start. And as we say this, my colleagues are. Harvey is coming back in. Welcome back, Harvey. Another similar looking shot. It's in the gap on the onside. They think of a second, but no, they're happy with the single to start.
Rightio, Cash, what do you think? How they're looking?
Yeah, I would say 140 pass score to chase down.
Yep.
1 boundary to start with. A clever shot. He knew the fielder there was nobody there, and he just sort of paddled it in the air over the fielder at sort of in the circle there on the onside, and 4 runs.
Oh, good solid defence. So Maidul and Habib up in the batting for Estonia here. Could go one of 2 ways.
If Habib plays himself in, we could see one hell of an innings to Cash, honestly.
Yep.
He's very, very handy. He's just got to play himself in. That though.
Cracking shot.
I think he's dropped him.
He's dropped him. He's dropped him.
Was that a drop catch?
That was a drop catch.
That was a chance there.
Yep.
Unlucky Shera.
30.
Number 30, Parveen. Unlucky there, but how costly will that be? Time will tell.
So first over's over. None for 5. I think Estonia need. I was talking to Maidul just in the break and said if we can get to none for 40 off the first 6 overs, that's a very interesting position for Estonia to be in. You know, if I can just get 5-6 runs and over, first 6 overs, just set it up nicely.
That's it.
And 28 for Finland, so we have Imran coming in from the brewery end.
Yeah, Mohammed Imran, nippy little customer. He can be quite quick. And again, as you see, Skamen's also standing up for the fast bowler. So it seems to be a trend nowadays. Bowled him. Beautiful start from Imran, getting the start that he really wanted for his Finnish Bears side. And that's Maidul gone. Clean bowled, middle stump, knocked back. So Finland is right into it, and Beefy's little calculations here are going.
We need to turn our microphones up. Some of the guys listening from Argentina are saying they can't quite hear us.
Can't quite hear us.
Yes.
Okay.
Just the two microphones here. We need to turn up the volume. Just turn them all. Oh, there it is. Turn them all up.
Yeah, I'd just go a little.
Although I don't know if these.
I'll add the volume from here.
Get those, get those.
Yeah, so thank you for that feedback, for your viewership, and please keep keep the feedback coming in. It always helps us. While we are, while we might not see it live, but we definitely like to hear back from you. But having said that, I think this is going to be a cracker of a contest, a perfect start for the Finnish side. Returning back some of what they got in terms of the pressure.
Yes.
Upsetting a bit of Beefy's calculations. 40 for no loss at the end of 6. Sorry, Beefy.
Yes, indeed, indeed.
And Akash, would you like to mention that again, that his calculations are wrong?
my mathematics is fine. What are you talking about, Howie?
Akash, I think at the end of every over, up until the 6, you could just mention it again.
All right, so Imran Mohammed bowling with his tail up. That's Arsalan who's come in for the captain coming in. He's a very, should I say, he's a, what is the adjective I'm looking for? He's a calm, confident, a calm and confident customer. He's not going to look too ruffled. There you go, letting that one pass, wide ball.
So a couple of bits of feedback from the break there was that Shane Warne's bunny was Daryl Cullinan from South Africa. Thank you, Tim Filer, calling in from Svalbard in northern Norway with that information. And hopefully Travis, I think, is in Argentina, that the sounds are better right now.
Wait, Travis is in Argentina?
He's on the way to Argentina. He might be there or not yet. Well played, Arslan, but dot ball.
Yeah, squeeze that one out.
We've had some interesting commentary where we have an Estonia should win.
Ooh.
Yes.
They should win or will win.
I'm not going to...
You're not going to try and pronounce that name?
No, the name of the viewer. I'm not going to say his name.
Right.
Arslan pushed it right back behind backward
2.
point here. Will they get 2?
Yes.
Yeah, that's better running. That's what we need to do. The whole game is going to be won by Estonia on how many 2s they can take here, actually.
It was a slight misbuild, but the 2 was there.
The 2, you've got to push that 2 to put that pressure on the fielders. Otherwise, taking 1, it's going to be a huge difference.
Yeah, well, and one thing about Arsalan is he will not look to take the sharp singles as far as what I have seen of him. He will definitely look to get the big boundaries in, and he's capable of it. But maybe he changes course today. I don't know. But let's see. Yeah, said that powerfully driven. Imran trying to stop it, but that will still be a single there.
Finland's getting busy in the outfield here.
Desperation shown early.
Absolutely, yeah. They're up and about. They know they need to contain early Estonia in this first 6 overs to put their mark on the game here and put the pressure on Estonia to hit over the top and get caught. So, interesting first 6 overs is going to be played.
For sure, for sure. And as we say that, the sun is shining, so finally it's warm here. Solid defense from Habib.
Of course, Akash, we have the 2 batsmen out there at the moment, or batters, I should say, out there at the moment. Well, they do actually open for the strikers.
Yeah, they do. Exactly. So they've played a lot of cricket by the
know each other very well.
They know each other. True.
Yeah.
We've had a call out from Sasha Root, who's watching, and he thinks Estonia is going to win in the 18th over. So, Sasha, pragmatic as always.
Wow.
Yes. And I tell you what, if Habib gets onto it, and Arslan will be that anchor chasing for Estonia, and Habib can play his shots, the 18th over could even be too long, Howie, one might say.
Oh, my word.
Amjad back into
or
the
it can
attack.
go pear-shaped, you never know.
Very pear-shaped, yes.
Having said that, Amjad Sher coming back into the attack. He's a wicket-taking bowler. He will be looking to send one of these 2 or both of them, preferably, back into the hut sooner than we think.
That's what he wants, yes, yes.
We will see soon enough.
Yeah. That looked wide.
Wide
cold,
to me.
Yeah.
Ball by Clyde.
Safely collected,
So,
no extra damage done.
Akash, did you talk about Tim Heath's calculations?
No, not yet, but should we get back to that?
No, I think Akash wanted to talk about my 100 runs off 40 balls against Slovenia back in 2012. Oh, no, you don't? Okay, Akash, we'll leave that one for later then. Arslan facing. Opening bowler from Finland coming in. Yeah,
Nice.
well worked.
Nicely worked past the man at short of.
Third man back there, but only 1 run there again.
That's
They're not pushing hard enough for that second run.
Yeah, that's with Arsalan. I do not see that happening. I would love to be corrected, but with Arsalan around, I wouldn't
You're right.
see
you're
that
right.
I wouldn't see that happening. But Habib, he is an industrious little character, as we have seen, giving his best in the field, and now with the bat,
Yeah.
opening the innings with the bat and ball. Must be a phenomenal cricketer for that to do that. Nice looking defense, not going overtly crazy here at the start. They know they've had a bit of a setback. They
Yes.
need to build a partnership.
Cash, how's your cricket going? Playing at all?
Oh yes, of course. As of now, I haven't been to Estonia this year yet, but I plan on coming down there after the midsummer break,
Good.
sometime in July. So
You
starting
still sponsored by Remy Rent? Cash,
no,
or
nowadays nowadays I don't. I'm no longer working with Rami Rent. But thanks for remembering. Oh, that's in the
That's
air.
up, fish.
There's
Under
a
it.
fielder coming underneath
Yeah,
it. Is he
yeah.
going to get it? He does it. It clears him.
Oh, he's dropped it.
And they only run a single. So that's one life
Second
already
life,
for Habib.
Second life for Habib, who was dropped down by the same fielder last.
Oh,
2 overs ago.
absolutely, yes. I stand corrected. Thank you for
Yeah,
that. Yes, of
yeah.
course. By
He
the
ran
same
under
fielder.
that. Cash, he ran under that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I kind of got a feeling that he kind of overran the ball and completely
overran it.
misjudged it
Sorry.
and grasping
Yeah.
the catch. Well, the ball seems to be following Parveen around. Yeah, so just coming back to it. So looking forward to some cricket later this year, later this season in Estonia. We also have a small break coming up here in the middle of July because we have the ICC tournaments here. So there won't be cricket happening at that time here in Finland. So
Well, we'll have to get you down in the commentary box when you come down for sure, mate.
I would love to. Yes,
You
can-
will be. You will be.
Yes, I
Oh,
would
yeah.
love. I would love to if you guys would have me there for sure.
So Arsene playing sensible here. He will want to bat the whole 20 overs and be that anchor for sure. And hopefully he can just keep that partnership calm. But he can't just have dot balls. He's still going to be scoring one run a ball.
Yeah.
Well,
Just rotating that strike through.
with Arsalan there, I don't see too many dot balls in the order.
There's 2 dot balls in a row.
Or 3.
Well, but you know,
2 or 3.
that's also the last ball of the over, so probably, you know.
But T20 cricket, so at 7 runs and over, you need to keep ticking it over, changing the strike.
Absolutely, yes. And at the end of 3 overs, it's 12 for 1. An interesting little.
Okay.
Getting a little bit windier here
it's a
in
bit windy,
Advanta.
Yeah. I'm just going to hold the monitor.
They might be closing runway F17 because
My
of the
word.
wind, the crosswind coming
My
in soon,
word.
are we?
Gee. Yes, I'm going to hold on to this monitor. I'm a bit concerned. Okay.
Right, the wind blowing off
Yeah.
some of the cups and mics away, so had to make some adjustments. But that's Imran bowling with his tail up, just tucked away behind point, but straight to the man there, and that's.
But he's the
A
fourth
dot
dot ball, guys. Estonia need to keep
Yes.
changing
You're dead
around.
right,
Because
dead right.
otherwise, he's going to have a bib trying to hit over the top. You've now got 1-2 fielders out there.
Yes, they're out there for that full
There's that
shot.
chance, that catch, which will put the pressure on.
Yeah, but that's exactly the situation that the Finnish Bears found themselves in the first inning. And now that's a loud appeal.
Not
But
out.
It seems to have missed everything. Did it beat the batsman and go into the keeper's gloves and then
Or
pop out?
did it get an edge?
I would think that it was some element of an edge
That's
involved,
what I'm thinking.
because judging from the reaction by the
Yeah,
fielder at
fielders.
first slip,
My word.
that definitely
Yeah.
looked like something on it there.
It would have been one hell of a catch down leg
Yes.
side. Cut
Cut
shot.
straight to the man at point.
Another dot ball.
Yeah, the pressure is building. So
And that pressure will keep building here.
the
yeah.
pressure is building because all said and done, the Bears know that they've got the runs on the board.
Yep, that's right.
Whether it's too much or too little, that's for another discussion, another probably 10-point bowling session discussion maybe.
No, look, I think the Finnish Bears have a fantastic score, given where they were. They should be really proud of what they came up with, and
My
putting
word.
140 on the board is good. And now it's up to the Bears to put that pressure on Estonia here, and they're doing that exactly.
Absolutely.
It showed a maturity
Yes.
and a depth to their lineup.
Absolutely.
Their game management as well.
My word. No, I'm very impressed by them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is. So what happens now, Imran? That's in the air exactly as what we were talking about
This
when the
should
fielder's
be
coming
taken.
underneath it. He's grasped it.
I think
Did he save? Did he save?
he took it.
No,
and
but I
was
think
about
he
to
was
fall over the boundary line and threw
yeah.
it back in.
So
I
probably
actually think he had
saved.
his foot down.
He'd probably save 3 runs for his
Was
team
Clyde
there.
calling 6 here or?
No, I think it looks good, and that's 3 runs. Or
Yeah, and he caught it, don't forget as well.
Yeah, he caught it. So that's something really good effort there. Was that share at the long gone boundary there, or wideish?
Habib
long.
living dangerously.
Exactly as you predicted that with the
Yeah.
dot balls, that's exactly where he will go. So it's interesting. Handsome looking drive, but straight, not able to get past the man there at short extra cover.
Straight,
only
straight to
a
him,
dot ball.
Akash. You're being harsh on the fielder. He dived to his right. I'm going to say the Finnish fielder did very well there.
Unnecessary dive, Howie. Unnecessary dive.
No way. That was really
No,
good.
it's probably sometimes the momentum. You're just going for it, and at this level, we do not have that much of control where we are in control of our movements all the time, especially in those situations. But at the end
Yeah,
of 4
Saturday
overs,
nights, I'm not in control of my movements,
No,
I know.
no.
Yeah. They're 15 for 1, Estonia, after
4 overs.
4 overs, so running at 4.25 per over.
Yep.
Remember, they were chasing 7 at the start, so probably about 7.2 now, just ever so gradually creasing up.
Yep.
And that will bring the pressure cooker
And
needed.
that man share again back into
you know
the
what
attack.
Finland want here? They want Habib to play his shots.
Uh-huh.
Look at the field setting. They're saying, take us on, take us on.
Hit over the top.
Yep.
Nice
But there's
looking
smart
flick
cricket to be
shot.
played like that. And
Yep.
push for 2.
No,
No,
it's Arsenal.
just a single there. So no long on, no long off to Habib, who has shown some intent. All that says is they say, well, take us on, we don't mind.
Yep.
Because they're going to bowl that slower ball,
Absolutely.
just short of a length.
Yeah.
He's going to hit in the air and they'll take the catch.
And an interesting thing to note is from this end, for Amjad share from the residential end, the 2 fielders out is one is at deep point and one is at deep extra
Yeah.
cover. So nobody on the onside.
Yeah.
So probably bowling to a field there, the Finnish
And
best.
pushing it outside that off stump
Yes.
there, waiting for
Exactly,
Arsenal to sort of work it down there and just get that single or that
Yep.
dot ball. So,
Yep.
yeah, again, good field placements by the Finnish team out here.
Absolutely, and I get a feeling that they know the conditions better, especially with the wind.
Yes.
And Sher, he purposely started from this end, so
He
probably
shouldn't bowl
bowling.
too full either here.
Yes, and he's also bowling with a sort of a first slip in play or a second slip position in place
Over pitches.
on the
There's
onside.
a
Yeah.
go. Now you've got to run to it.
They will get 2.
Yeah, just the 2.
Yeah, even Stevens contest at the moment.
I'm just thinking we're up for a good game here.
Yes, you're
Really
definitely
good
up.
game. Well, it can go either way.
That's exactly what we want in a game of cricket, don't
I
we?
would, yeah.
I mean, of course, we would all love it if we had a 200-run innings, but sometimes a low-scoring affair can be quite interesting, and this seems to be
I'm not playing
tantalising.
today. Cash, sorry, mate. I have to disappoint you there with that 200 double ton from myself. But
But you have Stu Hook,
we have Stu Hook, yeah.
But yeah, he's not such a big baker with the bat, is he? He's quite a.
Oh, he can
handy.
hit the ball a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen him hit
That's
a
nice.
few big ones.
And again, bowling to your field.
Yes.
Arslan's pushed it out to deep cover there.
If you actually have a look at
The average strike rate
of Stu Hook, 152.
52.
Yeah.
And Arslan's
pretty
average
good.
strike rate is 159, though.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Yeah, both these guys, they are not known to be hanging around. They don't hang around. They like to clear the ball. So, but for now, it's going to be Habib facing. Short ball defended away. I think Habib is doing the smart thing here. He knows that this is probably going to be Sher's last over of this spell.
Yep. If you can
So-
see him through.
Exactly. So I think, and they have the 7 runs at least at the start of this over. So he knows that. So he's just doing the smart thing here, not doing anything expansive or anything too.
Well, you can't
over
win the
top.
game in 1 over. That's what you've always got to remember.
Oh,
Over the
It
top.
comes down over the
Nice.
top. It's
That'll
running
run
down to the
4.
boundary here at long off, and that's 4 runs.
That's a good smart shot by Habib there.
Yeah, he knew that the fielder was in,
Fielder's
so
up,
he had
yep.
to just clear the fielder there and doing it to
let's
perfection.
face it, they invited the shot.
Yep. And don't forget, Habib made 100 last weekend
Ah,
in
I
the
see.
Estonian T20 League. Yeah, 115 off 60 odd balls.
Okay.
So can score quickly.
Yes.
If he doesn't get you've got to get him out early and quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those 2 drop catches by Finland might come back and bite them.
Yes, I mean, how expensive will that be? That only time will tell. But as of now, Habib going along nicely. It's 23 for 1 at the end of 5 overs. It's
4.6.
4.5,
4.6.
4.6 run rate.
in
Yeah.
there. Nice.
The required run rate is probably still about 7.2, 7.3.
Yeah, somewhere there.
7.8.
7.8.
Ooh,
It's like
wow.
God telling us.
Yeah,
The stats.
great feedback and stats there from Thomas. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. Has that a change of bowler? No, it's still the same bowler, is it?
Yes, it's Imran still
Imran
coming
in the
in.
6th over.
He's
Yep.
coming. He's bowling with his tail up. He's got
Yep.
the crucial breakthrough as of now.
And he's still got those two players, one at cow, one at long on,
Yeah.
long on as well.
Absolutely. Seem to be bowling with a plan.
Yeah. Imran coming in again. And that's
Nice.
a
That's
great
a
shot
great
from
looking-
Arslan. That'll be 4 runs all day long.
Yeah, the fielder's giving love.
And they'll take 2.
Oh, here we go. The run out's on.
Oh no!
Not out.
Not
So
out.
he was wisely sent back by Habib and Beefy.
Well, they're long days here in Finland. Akash, the sun goes down at 10:30 at night time, so all day long is quite a long time for it to get to be 4.
Absolutely.
I tell you who was surprised with that last night was Jonathan Trott.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
He said to me, "It's still daylight."
Yeah, that's what it's like here.
I don't think he's played a lot of cricket around here. So,
No.
First trip to Estonia and Finland, as I understand.
okay,
Yep.
nice.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be interesting to probably take him with Shumalina Islands and show him where cricket was first played here in 1893.
Ah, yes, on that small island where
Yes,
the ground's still
exactly.
being played there.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's still one game there per year, if I'm not mistaken.
Right,
More
right.
like a friendly
Exhibitional
Yeah,
game,
exactly.
yeah,
yes.
Good to see. Good to
Yeah.
see.
It's a nice little ground. It's a small one, and I think the challenge there is who hits the ball into the sea.
Ah,
So, but it's Imran back here. Arslan sensibly just tipping it away, not doing anything. Interesting to see that Arslan has still not gone for any of his fancy big hitting, which he's
No.
so easily capable of. He's
but he
biding
knows
his
he's
time
got to
a
be
bit.
there in the second part of the innings after drinks for that fancy big hitting to come. He's got to be that anchor, as I've
He's
talked about it.
probably trying to do exactly what his opposite number did,
Yes.
45 or 43 balls.
Yep.
Yeah, well said, Akash. Yeah.
Just tucked away behind point for a single. Yeah, I think the Finnish guys have also
But even look at
trying
that.
to
There's
target.
4 Finnish people backing up that ball coming in. There's 4
Yep.
people getting
Yeah.
involved, and that's what
Yeah.
really creates that team effort there. That everybody's keen to
They-
get in there and do their part.
Yeah, they always call even. I do not know if you've heard it or not, but they always call who is backing.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. But in a T20 game, everybody's got to get involved every single
Yes.
ball.
Absolutely.
There's only 120 balls. You know,
Yes,
there's
absolutely.
no time for daydreaming out here.
Absolutely.
So Imran again, coming in from the rear end. Straight to the fielder.
For,
And not ball.
is that the
It's just warmed up.
This will be the end of the power play now, I believe, at the end of this over.
the last
Yes.
last ball of the power play coming up?
My hoping was Estonia would be about 35, 40 runs off that power play, 6 and over. There's
Okay.
a nice platform, but one for is also good there as well.
I think they've laying a pretty good foundation to make that 140 later on because Estonia also, like the Finnish side, bats quite deep.
Yes, I do. Yep.
So you have the
It's a
likes
big
of
hitters,
Marco
Stu and Marco and
Absolutely.
Shoaib coming in.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
making the runs at the end shouldn't be a problem as long as they can get to the end of
Yes.
the innings.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
But having said that, the late order Finnish bowling lineup with the likes of Gallagher, the spinner, and as we speak, it looks like Gallagher coming in exactly after the
Wow.
power play.
There you go.
So this would be a very interesting passage of play. Also, I have a feeling from the other end it's going to be Tambe at some point pretty soon, and he really likes to gets the ball to swing. So he is one customer you've got to watch him very, very closely. So all in all, let's say a very exciting contest here. Gallagher is known, he's something like the Vimal Dwivedi of Finland, but in the sense that he's also being a tall bowler. He gets a loopy very
Middle
easy.
loop, coming in over that overpass,
Absolutely.
coming it down.
Absolutely, being a tall guy, so he's able to get that loop and very easily manages to bamboozle a few of the batsmen.
And look, if you are being bamboozled on your internet connection, you can always use Bluff VPN.
Oh,
as,
you can't help it, eh?
as a great way to connect in if a shaky internet connection. So, nice call out to some of our Finnish friends behind bluffvpn.com. Sammy, you owe me $20.
Sorry, Tim, but Akash is the head commentator, so he gets the money. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay,
That's how
yes.
it is. That's
Oh,
how it
did I
goes.
just get richer by
Yeah,
20
you
euros?
did,
Thank
Akash,
you.
Yeah, yeah.
I accept bitcoins too.
Oh, you.
That's the way.
That'll be a wide down the leg side, no?
No.
Not given.
Not
Very
given.
interesting.
I thought the ruling
start.
in T20 was anything down the leg side, no?
Possibly maybe a little bit of pad involved.
Oh,
maybe?
could be pad, yeah.
It had to have
And-
been
yeah,
something.
and-
Yeah,
If he moves forward, it's not a wide.
he did move forward. Yes, correct.
Well, it's not a...
Oh,
Oh, it's
big
shot.
shot.
Is it a gap?
That's in the gap.
It's a gap.
Four runs.
Arslan, lovely.
Nice little
you've
heaving
gotta
there on
be-
the onside.
How can moving forward not be a wide? The moving forward has got nothing to do with the wide.
No, that's the rules.
That's a new rule.
If it goes through the position where he was when he was taking guard, then it's not considered
That's
a
in the
wide.
profile.
So
Yeah.
basically,
But I
if
thought
it
that was
go-
only 1 day in test matches.
now also in the T20s.
In
It's
the
the
T20s
new
as well.
playing conditions. That's
Yeah.
right. But having said that, Arsalan here getting a move on, and now the fielder at
Yes.
deep mid wicket, his back in place there.
My
So
word.
yeah, that was a good hit. Hitting an off spinner
Oh,
at mid wicket. I would have started with a mid wicket for an off spinner, but
But
see, yeah, just playing it safely, well fielded, saving a single for his side.
well, they can drop and run all day here, Akash.
Absolutely.
Singles everywhere.
Yeah, and also just to remind our audiences that we are right now at the long off boundary, so our judge of the line is not going to be as precise as what the umpires
Correct.
have.
Yes.
But as commentators, we'll give our opinion just as if it was.
We need to give the full picture to our audiences, so let them make the decision.
Yes.
So Gilligan coming in again.
That breeze is
Into
picking
that
up.
breeze. That's a good shot there. Will they push for 2? No.
Peter Gallagher, Nathan Collins, all of them coming down from down under.
Yes. 17 years ago, Gilligan was telling me he arrived in Finland
Yep.
from Queensland.
Yes.
Northern New South Wales.
Northern New
actually.
South Wales, yeah.
They run a nice bar up in downtown
The
Helsinki.
Aussie bar, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
Many times. Many
Okay,
times.
cool. Nice.
He actually imports a lot of Australian food and drinks and whatnot, so we get supplied a bit through there.
Very good.
What's Crossy saying?
Yeah, we can't hear. Just
Yeah.
nod your head at him. Akash.
Nod your head and thumbs
Yep,
up.
Yep.
Right. So
And asking for some more crackers and cheese.
hey, he's got a little stash of it there.
Yeah. He didn't bring that though.
No, he's got it here.
He
if
bought
you
it this
want.
morning.
Oh, he brought it this morning. It's his.
From the, yeah.
We should have taken more then.
Surprised we got one.
Just walking around while my colleagues concentrate about their food. Their colleagues on the ground are,
We have our priorities correct here, Akash.
well, you can't go wrong with the cheese club cheese sandwich. But that's the end of the over. 32 for 1 at the end of 7
After
overs.
7, yep.
This pair steadying the ship, not letting it go the way the Finnish Bears got themselves into a hole, but regardless of how they dug themselves out of it in the
They
last
got out
10.
of that hole well and truly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Run
So
rate 4.57.
they're going a bit slower at around 4.57, but I think they're still
And this is my
just
worry.
in the hunt.
If you get to drinks and you're only 40, 45 runs, it's a big uphill battle, 10 runs and over from then on in.
Yeah.
So they really need to now,
Yeah,
I
they
think,
do.
step it up now, because there's 9 wickets in the shed here. They need to be getting up to 8 and over, start finding those gaps, getting twos, couple of boundaries, and actually probably take a little bit of risk, I'd say, Howie.
I think they're going to have to. A little.
He's coming in now for is it his 4th over?
I think so.
This
Yeah,
is the 4th
this
over,
is
yep.
4th over,
Yeah.
so this would be
Bowling him
interesting to
through.
see. Yeah, Imran. Dot ball.
Yeah. See that there? He's got to get that a little bit squarer and get the single.
So at what point
Got to
you
get the runs.
Sorry, Javi, go ahead.
No, you're right.
So I was just wondering, at what point do you think that the guys out there would decide to tee off?
Yeah, that's the big question.
Looks like
Wide,
about that
look,
point.
look
right
a bit
there.
wide
Well,
to me. Or
It looked like a wide.
Yeah, no, but I think he managed to get some
He's
pad
got
on it.
something on it, yeah.
It was definitely wide off the off stump, and he slashes at
And
it.
it was a big swing as well.
Yes, he
Yeah.
slashed at it. Unfortunately for him, and fortunately for the Bears, it didn't get that much wood on it to cross.
Yeah.
the-
I think
the fence.
they don't need to tee off right now. They just need to start being a bit more aggressive in their shots and pushing that second, run that first one hard and sneak that second one in there.
Well, that's easier said than done as of now. But
Yeah.
Dropped him? No.
That looked like something. You know, every time the batsmen make room to do to play like a shot like that, or to play that shot on the offside, it's sort of an unnecessary shot. Like definitely at this stage of the game, like exactly what happened with Collins as well, his opposite number. So Somehow the captain
Still
seemed to be
space out here on
thinking
the leg side as well. Tuck it around the corner.
there's ample space. There's only one man at fine leg within the circle. Slashed.
Can
but
we get
that's in
to
the
the
gap, but there are two fielders converging. They will probably
Two
cut
runs.
it off and
2 runs.
2 runs.
That's what they need to be doing.
Relatively risk-free 2 runs.
Yep.
Imran being the successful wicket-taking bowler as of now.
Imran's not the tallest of
No,
bowlers.
no, he's not, and that's why like I said at the beginning that he can be quite a deceptive customer.
Yeah, it is.
You got to watch him very closely because you would think that he's not well built or he's not tall, so therefore but still he doesn't let the batsman afford any room to relax. He's right up there,
Yeah.
and that's what happened in the first wicket which he got when he got Maidul. But that's driven
Good shot.
in the gap. This time it might. Okay, he will be cut off still, and still 2 runs. Shy at the non-strikers end, but they are going to be safe.
That's good. 2-2-2. You know, 4 twos and over
Yeah.
is what they need to be doing for the next 5 overs right now.
So the Estonian skipper getting some appreciation from his chairman.
Chairman?
Yep, chairman now.
Akash.
He told me he
I
was a
told him.
chairman.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a chairman.
Self-appointed.
Self-appointed. There you go.
As of the 5th over today.
Yeah.
Okay. Another
Good.
slash.
Another 2 there. Will he push
No,
the
just
No,
a
this
single.
is
double,
just gonna
double,
be a
double,
single.
do.
No dough.
No dough.
Yeah, but so beefy. How's your training of the Hindi language coming along? You still
I can still
count a little
I can
beyond?
count a little bit, obviously, when I'm umpiring, and I can sledge a little bit when I'm in first slip.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I see in Hindi.
Yeah, in Hindi, yes.
Okay, I don't think we can say that on air.
I'm
Can
not,
we?
won't be saying that on air,
Okay.
my colourful Hindi language.
Yes,
But
okay.
when I am umpiring, I do enjoy the bowlers always asking, how many to go? Do.
Dough.
Oh, do.
Yeah, but
No,
you do know that do can also mean give, right?
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so give me something, bowler.
Oh, well, it could be something like if he asks how many left and you're saying do, it could be he might have wondered like what does he want me to give? So
Can I say do, give me 2?
yeah, do.
Yeah, do.
But 2 of what?
Yeah, that's right.
So so it depends. But maybe we can have an offline Hindi lesson for you. But yeah, Gallagher back in the attack. It's at the end of
Akash, Aramse.
Thank you, sure. 38 for 1 at the end of 8 overs. I'm quite impressed with your Hindi there, though, Beefy. You have some business interests in India, don't you?
We have a little bit of business in India, indeed. Yes, it's going well. Big country, Akash.
Yes.
Lot of opportunity, but it's a difficult market. You've got to understand the.
You can tell me that
the
again.
profile.
Swing.
Oh, not out.
Seemed to get some. Did he get some bat on it? That's what I'm waiting to see.
Because Gallagher's come through and bowling from around the wicket.
Yes,
The line was
but,
wrong there.
but there was also some bat involved.
Oh, bat involved. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, that
no,
can't
no
be
leg
LBW.
by. Nope. And yeah, exactly. As you're saying, it's if you're bowling from around the wicket, it's really hard for him to get an LBW.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, leg by is given.
Well,
right.
there you go.
Okay.
Late call there from Clyde.
Yeah.
I think somebody reminded him there.
maybe the bowler.
Probably the bowler.
Certainly wouldn't have been the batsman. Or
And
the
he's
batter.
No, not the batter for
Yeah.
sure.
He's now waiting for a signal, is he? Or he's pulled out the radio and leg by.
Leg by signaled, waiting for the scorer's confirmation.
Very late signal of leg by. So.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like the confirmatory sign is not working for some reason. The light
Okay.
is not going
the
off.
light.
Might have to jump in the car and toot the horn for our confirmations in future.
Oh, noise pollution.
Yeah. Gallagher coming in. Pitched up, upish, and snuck through to the
Hit on
left
the
side. Will he
Sort
take
of-
2? Yes.
Sort of
Good
gave
running.
me the feeling that that was a leading edge and he wasn't fully in control.
Yeah,
of that
possibly.
shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was on
agree
the
with that.
full.
Yep.
Yeah.
So luckily for him, when there was no fielder there and it was going in, it was in the gap. 2 runs for the taking. As we said earlier, they don't care how it comes as long as they come. And right now, Estonia are going on at about slightly more than 5 and over.
Yep.
They picked it up a little.
Short ball, and
Oh,
he's dropped him.
him.
It
Goodness
was pulled
gracious me.
straight into the hands of Nathan Collins there.
Yep.
The fielder unlucky
He
there.
wouldn't have dropped many over the years, Nathan Collins, I don't think.
No, I've not seen him. I've
No,
never seen him
never seen him
drop
drop
any.
one.
Yep, and this is probably he's gonna. And is that 3 lives?
Three lives
Three
for,
lives for
Habib.
Habib. All right, okay. So maybe this is his day. We will see pretty soon. But Gallagher back in around the wicket, bowling. This time he hits again. The
Must
two
push.
fielder there.
Must
They're
push.
pushing for the second, and they run though.
Do. Now, look, the interesting thing, I think Habib will start to tee off. He's that type of player, and it's probably the right thing for Estonia now for Habib to take the game on. But my only issue is when you are batting second, you've got 1, 2 on the offside, 3 on the leg side. There's not many gaps there on to try and clear the boundary. You know, it's a bit risky.
Yeah, well, that's true. Down the wicket he comes. There's a fielder. There are 2 fielders. It will be cut off. They're running for
But they'll
2.
take their 2 again.
If the throw is a good one, but
Good.
they make.
This is a
the
much
ball.
better over from Estonia. Good fielding.
Yeah, good fielding.
Getting the appreciation it deserves.
no, it was.
The fielder there, unluckily dropping 2 catches of Habib, and trying to cut this one off successfully. So Gallagher, how does he finish? Around the wicket, down the wicket he comes.
Oh,
This
that's
one
gone.
he connects it. That's out of the park. 6 runs. Beautiful hit from Habib.
Yeah.
Lovely, Habib.
Exactly as what Beefy was saying a moment ago, that it's his turn now to sort of get a press on the gas and accelerate for his side. And he does exactly that. It's 51 for 1 at the end of 9 overs. So Beefy, on a serious note, if you're not the chairman, then it's there is the ECA is run by the president, as in.
By the board.
So there's a president, and then you have the working committee.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm not
Okay.
taking an active role in Estonian cricket, but somewhat of a patron of the Estonian cricket
Yes,
these days.
of course. Okay.
Stu, Travis, I believe. There's about 5 people on the board.
Yeah.
Stu, Travis and Monty.
Stu, Travis, and Monty. Yep. And then we've also got like the umpires committee. We've got the coaching committee. We've got the league committee. So there's a number of volunteers really helping out grow the game, and probably doing it in a very a structured way now. So. Look, it's certainly growing, and there's a lot of people putting in a lot of time. And Robbo's obviously helping out in the development role.
Yep.
We've
He's a
got
full-time.
employee, and Terry's coming over. He's left the Czech Republic and coming over to now come in as the Estonian, it's called CEO role.
Okay.
So
Very
it's
nice.
certainly pushing forward.
Lovely. Nice
Yeah.
to hear that. Yeah, we in Finland, we also have, like I was saying a short time ago, that we have a full-fledged umpiring committee and the development program.
That's good.
Being run very successfully over the years. The scoring app is Crick HQ that we use here, and is that Tambe?
That's Tambe.
Yeah, Tambe there starting off. This is going to be a very crucial passage of play because he is a very wicket-taking bowler. He swings the ball both ways. Starts off with a dot ball. Arsalan would do good here to just see him for a while. And then I got a feeling there was
an edge.
something on
There
it.
was an
Yes,
edge. Yeah, for sure.
a sure edge, but not carrying, unfortunately, exactly as I was saying, because Tambe has that ability to get the ball to do things.
The keeper seems to be standing back a long way.
Because he's very deceptive, because
Yeah.
sometimes it could be really quicker than
Yeah.
usual. They seemed.
How do you put me on mute, Akash?
Akash, you seem to be on mute now.
Okay, so
So another dot ball.
Yep,
Very good.
he's back. Good. Rightio.
We have a
So he's a bit of a wicket taker.
yes,
Okay.
Tambe
Kev.
for sure. And that's
There it
edged.
is.
There it is. That's what we were talking about. Arsalan goes exactly as.
As you said,
yeah.
move the ball really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, he's really a very, very. Is that also going to be a drinks break? Because
I
definitely.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, looks like the boys
I'll
are
call it.
taking a bit of a drinks break.
It's
That's the
Richard,
coach, Richard Cox.
Yeah, the coach.
All right, really tall guy.
He is tall, isn't he? Yeah.
All right, so nice almost at the stroke of.
Well, you called it, Akash.
Yeah.
You called it. You
Yeah,
said he's a wicket taker.
he-
You said
he-
he moves it.
Yes, Tambe does this very, very, I would say, on a very consistent basis for the Empire Lions, his domestic league club that he plays for. Comes in around the 10th, from the 10th over onwards, bowls with a semi-new ball.
Oh.
And from what I've seen of him, both in practice games, in the nets, and from observing him here, he's a slippery customer. Gets the ball to move both ways. Yeah, it seems definitely like a drinks break.
Yeah.
He gets the ball to swing both ways, and definitely he creates opportunities for his side.
run rate 5.28.
Yeah,
I don't think this run rate of 5.28 is enough, to be honest.
Required 8.61.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
8.61 required.
yeah, it's creeping up all the time, but it can really change quite fast because 2 good overs and all before you know it, it's back under control. So anything can happen right now, but definitely I would give my money. If I were to put my money, even though it's safe in my pocket right now, it's on Tambe
Yeah.
and on the Finnish
Well,
side to pull this one back.
Yeah, and for our viewers, I've just pointed to the Finnish team as Akash was saying that because my money's on Finland at the moment. They're having a good little pep talk in there. They're really, really getting focused. They've got the breakthrough, and they know that the runs that Estonia need, they know that a bit more pressure, they'll push us over the 9, and that will buy them a wicket or two.
Absolutely, it's a pressure cooker situation.
Yeah.
They've not lost too many wickets, but they've not got too many on the board either, so probably a bit over defensive. But 51 for 2, 9.4 overs, 2 balls remaining.
Marco, the new batsman?
Marco, yeah, a very, should I say, a very fluid batsman he is. He's going to be busy. Now you can see the ones speaking to twos, the twos being threes.
Absolutely.
So definitely
Exactly,
that will be very, very interesting to watch because he's super fast between the wickets. And he is known to give the ball a good little thump. At least he does that in Tiskre quite regularly.
Yes.
Has he had any big innings this
He's
season?
batting very well this season.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of 40s and 50s, very, very quick between the wickets. Both him and a bib, two little rabbits. So we'll see a lot of runs coming on here. Now, it's probably the right person to bring in this situation to really turn those runs around.
Just one word was that I really hope he pays there, right there. See, Tambe, he doesn't give you the feeling, Tambe, that he can do so much with the ball. But he has been in the Finnish side and he is there in the side for a reason.
Yep.
And you just saw his pyrotechniques with the bat. And
Yes.
now we are getting to see it with the ball. So Tambe bowling with his tail
he
up.
swings it both ways
Yes,
as well.
yes, he does. So the Estonia side would do good. Oh, was that a defensive push, finding the gap and Marco
And look at
getting
this,
off
we'll
the
find.
mark?
Oh, Marco says no.
No,
Okay.
probably wants to keep the strike next over.
Farming, Marco's a farmer in Estonia.
Yeah, comes from a cricket playing family. Even his partner is a regular player on the Finnish, in the Estonian circuit.
And his young 2-year-old boys now started playing cricket.
Really?
Yeah. Every toy is now called cricket.
It's called cricket. Okay, that's still good stuff.
So our score check on the, I think it's the 9th over, is it now?
52 for 2 at the end of 10.
52 for 2 after 10. So drinks now, or?
No, I think they
Oh,
finished.
they just had
They
drinks. I beg your
finished.
pardon. Yeah.
While you were on your call.
Yep.
So it's about, the required rate is 8.5 plus at this point.
So 140, 90 runs off 10 overs. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and the interesting bowling change at the other end. Who was that?
Big
gonna be?
field to hit 9 runs and over.
Yeah.
Okay, now
think
this
it's
spinner
too
is
much.
Asaduz Zaman. He is a wiry little guy, a leg spinner. He tries to, I wouldn't put him, he's definitely one of the better spinners in the league that we have.
Yep.
He bowls a good dusra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cannonball as well, or?
It's your good old fashioned
What
dusra.
is a doosra?
Oh, if it's a leg spinner, the one which spins the other way.
Oh, off spinner, yeah.
No, he's a leg spinner.
He's a leg spinner which turns it
Or
off.
the one which straightens up, the flipper.
Yep.
Yeah. Flipper, Dusra.
Now, probably I mixed it up, I guess, did I?
No, that's all right. Dusra, it's pretty much basically like a flipper.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what about the Merg Tikka Masala? What's that one?
The what?
Merg Tikka Masala? Oh, it's lunch.
Yeah, are you hungry, Beefy? I just saw you finish up a sandwich.
Like
But
cut
that
shot.
one is cut past point
Yeah.
for a single. Asaduz Zaman.
I think we'll see Habib
Yeah.
open his shoulders now against the spinner.
well, he's
All
gotta take
eyes
him
will
on.
always line up here,
The leg spinner will provide you with chances to score.
If he doesn't take him on, they'll be facing 10 runs and over in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
There we go,
Like
as we
he
speak,
just
but there is
straight down the
protection
ground.
there.
Yep.
It's just a single. Like we said, Marco, they're looking to take going back, but this time being sent back by Habib. So spin at one end and a fast in-swing bowler at the other.
Good combination.
Good combination.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, keeps the batsmen guessing on their toes, especially when they have 9 per over, when they need 9 per over.
Yeah. And I'm sure the pressure is going to start increasing out there as well. But Habib's
Absolutely.
played himself in nicely, I'd say now.
Yes. He's gonna be the guy who has to drop anchor from here on if Estonia
Yep.
were to make a game of this.
Well, I'd say Marco can drop the anchor and Habib can actually open the shoulders up.
Okay.
Which I
But he is the set batsman.
I know.
Yes,
I
but he's
know.
never dropped an
That's-
anchor in his life, though.
That's
Akash.
the thing, Akash. Yeah, it's
Tossed up, just past his outstretched hands. Only a single, a fumble, but they still.
yeah, Habib's the guy that can put you over the fence here.
Yep.
Yes.
and bang it through the gaps. You know, he could do 6-4, 6-4 in a heartbeat. So possibly it's Marco gets his eye in, looks for singles.
I bought a little sweet
Yeah.
here, a peppy. Have you ever had
Oh,
a peppy
this is
before?
a licorice.
It's Finnish licorice.
Yes.
Oh,
How have you had a
licorice.
peppy before?
Yes,
or-
I have,
Yes, I
but
have.
many years ago in Australia.
Swing
Okay.
on the offside, but there is cover there. It's only a sing. It's only
Yeah,
going to be. They're
that's-
coming back for a second.
course I'll
This would
take
be
that.
interesting if the throw is in, but
Oh.
no, and they're safe. A bit
Is
of
it
an
third
overthrow,
there?
but
No.
a backup.
Well, surely so.
speaking of
they
lic-
had this in Australia many years ago.
Really?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Speaking of licorice, you should try the licorice ice cream.
Licorice ice
Really?
cream.
Yeah.
Where?
You get it in some of the stores around here,
Okay.
and it's quite an interesting.
Here he
ice
goes.
cream.
And
And he's stubbed. Is he
No, I think
stubbed?
not
Is it
out.
given?
No, not out.
Is it given?
That's
No.
a really good decision because he had the bat down.
All right. So is that was that
Yeah.
Habib?
Akash.
Yep. Oh, thank you so much.
Ula hava.
Thank you. Yeah, so Azad giving it some air
Oh yeah.
and Habib thinking of sending him out of the ground to Wanta Airport probably, but not getting hold of it, and but lucky to be getting his bat on the ground so soon. What does he do now? He goes on the offside. There's a fielder there, not able to past it, so only a single there. Good idea for him to get off strike probably, because you don't want to get, if you're on strike, you're going to be thinking about it, and that's the last thing he needs, and that's the
Over.
end of the over. It's 58 for 2 in 11 overs.
It's not
So
enough.
80
It's
off
not enough.
9.
It's not enough.
Well, they need a couple of big overs here.
Run rate
My word.
5.27.
Yeah.
The run rate being 5.27, the Finnish side will
Required
really think
9.11.
they have their noses up in front, given that they've pushed the required run rate past 9.
Yeah.
Just need to apply pressure now, Finland.
Yeah, Tambe back into the attack, coming from a successful last
It's
over.
a Porsche required. It's a Porsche required, a cash. A Porsche.
I'm sorry, what?
911.
911. 911.
911.
Well played,
Clipped
well,
away.
let's take it through.
On the offside,
Good footwork out here by Finland.
just
Yeah,
reducing.
that was a part of my Porsche sponsorship. The private, yeah.
So are you going to
Trademark
get,
on the joke, Howie, as well? Or
Howie, are you getting a €20 bonus now?
yes?
Yeah,
From
official.
Porsche. Take the car, forget the $20.
The umpires are doing something.
So a small little
Yeah.
discussion between the umpires.
Just-
Wonder what it is about. Is it about tallying up the score sheets probably, or?
I'm not yeah, I don't know. They are having a look at the sheets,
Yes.
and now they're actually going to have a chat to the
batsman.
batsman.
Habib.
What do you think happened there? Yeah, very interesting.
Well, it wouldn't be one short you'd be talking about.
No.
Running on the pitch, maybe, or
No, that would have been a straight up, but no need to check any. Okay, whatever it was, it seems to be cleared up.
he's not being told to leave the fields. That's a good thing.
That would be a bit of a disaster for Estonia if that would happen. But no, it seems the game, the spirit of the game has been played in good.
Absolutely,
yeah,
yeah.
really nice spirits, and
No
it's
man
friendly
cans.
all around. That's another story.
Will they push for 2 here? No, they won't. Just a single. Marco's keen. Look, Estonia is set up nicely. They just need 1 or 2 big overs.
Yes.
And you know what? You've got the next one in is S Hook, who can hit the ball a long way. But I mean, both Habib and Marco can hit the ball
They
a long
need
way.
the breakout over to get themselves back into the eights.
They're just nearly playing a little bit too defensively, I'd say.
They wouldn't be too worried about the run rate at this stage, but definitely not wanting to leave too much towards the end.
Yeah.
Worked on the
There we
onside.
go. Yes, push Marco.
2 runs, mark out the danger, and he gets it easily.
Out.
Oh, an
No.
appeal, but no, he's safe in
Good running.
a dive. Yeah,
That's the pressure Estonia had to put on the fieldman as well.
yeah. Well, that's true.
Good throw.
Yeah,
Very good throw.
Very good throw.
Very
but
impressed.
I would say that the Finnish Bears have their noses in front, marginally,
Absolutely.
Yes.
at this point.
Dead right, Cash.
I'm gonna start piping the stump mics to your headsets as well.
The Cricket Finland the tech support team has done a fabulous job in terms of setting
My
up
word, yeah.
for this game.
You're just saying that 'cause he's listening in right now, Akash.
He's always listening.
He's always listening
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah.
He listens to every game.
Yeah.
He told me he's got your house bugged.
Let's hope not. But that's
That's a
pulled
good shot.
away.
Will he find the
Will
gap?
that be in the gap? No.
No.
Well fielded.
Two runs.
But that
He's
push
going
for
back for the
two.
second.
Habib
Direct
Fernandez
hit.
for a run. That's out.
This time seems to be- that's out.
Yes.
Good throw straight over the stumps. Habib not able to make it in time. What a pity. Habib gone. The Finns are going to be celebrating this wicket. Big wicket there.
Big run out.
Didn't go hard
It
enough.
would be
Didn't go hard enough
interesting
the first one.
to see probably on the replays by how much he was short by, but in either case, Habib was run out. We always knew that they are going to be up taking those quick twos, but then that brings our friendly neighborhood, what do we call him, hooker,
Basher, hooker.
Stu
the
Hook.
Stu Hook, and at this point, I must say that he would really like to hook a few out of the boundary at this point.
You're not getting $20 for that joke.
Well, Estonia Premier League 140 not out. Average of about 55.
Yes.
He has been around, so
Was he
he can take the pressure.
And strike rate of 152. So
Also, they play in the same club, the Tallinn Hippos, so
that's pretty good.
they should be running. But having said that, I think it was some brilliant field work getting
great
back
fielding.
up by the Finns.
Great.
So
fielding.
they'll be really backing themselves at this point. And
But it's
again,
in the chat here, sorry, Sudhanshu has said one big over can change the match. And
Absolutely.
he's absolutely spot on here.
Yeah.
And a call out to Ram saying hi. G'day, Ram. Pity you can't be here for today's game.
the run from Estonia.
Ram from Estonia was meant to be playing.
Oh, he was meant to be playing.
Meant to be playing, yep.
But what happened then? Why isn't he here?
Some other, I'm not quite sure, but he'll be
Okay.
playing in the games in July in the ICC World Cup qualifiers.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, a wonderful
batsman.
lad to have, yes. Extremely fit.
Yes. Yep.
He has been a professional badminton player at some point.
he really?
He runs a coaching academy, a
Okay.
badminton coaching center in Tallinn.
Okay. Yeah.
So fitness is definitely his mantra.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
don't know. Vinny loves his badminton as well.
Sorry, who?
Vinny.
Vinny, of course.
Yes.
Oh, Vinny is more into tennis.
More into tennis,
Yes.
yeah.
By the way, how's the squash coming along?
Squash is going well, but paddle's the big game in Estonia now, would you believe?
Oh,
Taking over the
even
world.
here.
Yeah, massive in Finland as well, and Sweden.
I've had some new squash partners here
Okay, yeah, yep.
at an intermediate level, but then that's the end of the over. It's 64 for 3 at the end of 12 overs.
What's the required rate at the moment?
9.5.
9.5 required run rate. So definitely, I would say that things have settled down for the Finns. From here on, it's about probably bowling to the field. Let's go for it and end up making a mistake, probably serving a pie to one of the fielders.
Stu certainly likes hitting the pies as well, don't worry. And look, Stu Hook can certainly hit the ball a long way. Anything
Yeah,
on his leg
this would-
side,
yeah.
it will go.
And this is the leg
Chat.
spinner. This is the leg spinner bowling, so it will be interesting to see what's going to be served up.
And just quickly, Ram has said, hi Tim, Akash, I would love to join next month, guys. So looking forward to seeing Ram over here in
Looking
Finland.
forward to seeing you, Ram.
Yep.
But that's worked away on the leg side for a single. Yeah, they're bowling with pretty much a packed onside field. So there's a deep long on, there's a wide mid wicket. There's a sweeper cover on deep on the boundary, and a long off.
Yes, Assad, yes.
Nicely fielded off his own bowling, Assad. He typically
Here we
bowls.
go, boys. Back in there, Assad, mate.
Just warming up.
Praveen's warming up, is
Just
he, Howie?
warming up.
Praveen's warming up,
Yes.
so probably a
Yes.
bowling change at the other end.
I think so.
Maybe the thinking might be is to keep Tambe, hold him back towards the end of the innings because
Yeah.
he's bowled 2 already.
Yeah, look, yeah, he's just been working the arm over
Yeah,
after
let's-
the leg stretches.
Yeah, so maybe he has a little more luck with the ball than he's had on with the field so far.
Yeah.
But Asad bowling to a plan, keeping things pretty quiet.
by
Marco
Marco
there
now.
hitting it to the long on
Just a
boundary,
single.
but just a single there. Good work cutting it off.
Yeah, well fielded.
Really well bowled that, Assad.
Amjad.
Amjad Sher, the
Yeah.
fielder.
Yeah, it's a good bowling spell here from number 27. Just asking a few
Asad
questions,
Zaman.
Asad, and he's not giving them too much to play with,
No,
and asking them to try and hit
nice
over the top.
looking
and-
shot. Oh, what's with Stu running?
They nearly
Oh,
nearly
we
ran
avoiding
into
a
each other,
collision.
didn't they? Yeah.
Good news is 614 people watching this live stream across the world.
That's something.
Great.
It's always nice to get hits on in social
big
media.
call out. I'm
Yeah.
glad you guys taking interest in Northern European cricket.
Yes.
Because we enjoy playing it.
Most of them will probably be family of the players playing here back home,
Yep.
watching. I know my mom is probably watching the game too.
Big call out to
Yeah.
Mrs. Akash. G'day.
Yes. Hello.
She'll be here in July.
Oh,
my mom.
fantastic.
How
That'd be
good's
lovely.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So she loves her cricket. She's taught us a lot about the game.
Yes.
Good.
kids.
Good.
Good morning, Tim Cross. Popped out of the scorer's hut.
68 for 3 off 13.
Required run right now 10.2.
The required run
Yeah.
rate going past the 10 over mark,
Yes,
10
popping
runs per
up.
mark.
Yeah.
Yes, Tim Cross, he's been doing the manual paper scoring, one of the 2 official scorers for the game.
Yes.
So thank you, Tim Cross, for that.
I think in the next 2 overs, this game will be decided if Estonia can get some runs away. And this is time it's got to happen now. If not, if that run rate keeps going to 12, 13 and over, it's very difficult for Estonia to have a win here.
They need 2 breakout overs to keep
Yes.
themselves in the game.
Good 12, 13 runs off the over.
Yeah.
The bowler is...
But it's still too high.
Now this is not time, he starts with down the leg side.
Well, is that the first wide we've seen?
No,
Yeah, because the other one wasn't
Vince?
given.
no, there was, I think.
I don't know. They bowled really well.
Yeah, I think this was the bowler of Parveen who was warming up earlier.
Yeah.
Bowling down the leg side, starting off, but compensates for it. This
Those
time
runs there,
he manages
we'll
to flick
take
it.
them any way we can
This
get them.
is 2. It's going to be 2. It's not going to be 4 runs. He will stop it. Zaman.
Just 2.
And a comment here from Priyank, one of Estonia's players. Estonia bat deep, so a couple of good overs here will really change things. Stu and Marco quite capable of doing it. Absolutely agree, Priyank.
Thank you, Beefy, for keeping an eye on the live stream. It's hard to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
shot by
Nice shot.
Marco. Got to take the run. Well done.
Just a single.
I just think if they can get, 3 or 4 singles or 2s and then 1 boundary or a 6,
Yeah.
there's your 10 runs and over. It's just about cricket management right now and understanding what you need to do every over.
Yeah, these 2, they bat well together. Having said that, look at the field setup. They have 3 out on the boundary on the onside. Flicked away by Stu.
That's a
That
wide.
will
It's a
be...
wide. It's
I
a bit of a
think,
slow
I think it's a
outfield.
wide.
There was something on it. I do not know if it's a bat or pad or maybe it missed everything. We will find out soon enough. It's leg
Leg
bias.
buys,
There we
leg
go.
buys.
It wasn't a wide.
2
Because
leg buys.
I got a feeling that he managed to
Yeah.
get something on it.
Something on it,
I didn't
yeah.
know.
Deflected it past the keeper
Good
there.
call
Yeah.
of cash. Good work.
Right, so he's got 3 men out on the onside. That's one of his big scoring areas too.
Yeah.
Then there's a long off on the boundary. Cut.
Found the
away
gap
in,
as well.
and this will not go down to the boundary. It'll probably be 2 runs. If the throw comes in, is to
Another 2, good.
the last thing Estonia would need is another run out at this stage.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be brutal to get.
But I think comparing the Kerava ground to the Tiskra ground, it's a bit of a faster outfield in Tiskra. So that would be 4 runs past the
Yeah,
infield here, but it's a
yes.
little bit slower in,
Yes.
in the outer field of the
Yes.
of the ground
It
here.
is. Yeah, it's probably a bit slower because it has rained. Because there were
poured down,
heavy
yeah,
rains
rain.
yesterday.
Well, we have different grass here, the cooch grass.
Yes.
Dot ball.
So how does it work in, I mean, I'm not able to recall it in T20I ground, in the new ground in Estonia. When it rains like as badly as it did here yesterday, would the ground still be quick enough the next day?
Within 1 hour, it's clean. So it's built with about a 1.5 foot differential. So it's on that angle, and the water will drain off straight away. Yeah, Travis has certainly engineered it very nicely.
Lovely. Nice to hear.
Not as much as the 8 foot you're going to get in Lords difference. But no, we've engineered it quite nicely, so it does roll off and it dries out pretty quickly.
Right, and speaking of pretty quickly, just like that, 76 for 3 in 14 overs.
Gee, if they were chasing 90, it'd be a different kettle of fish, wouldn't it?
My word. My word.
With that extra 40 runs.
66 required of 36 balls.
Oh.
It's going to be...
11-ish, 11 and over.
Yep.
Yeah.
10.67.
10.67 even, if I did my maths correctly.
Yeah, that's been your strong suit today, hasn't it? Somehow your calculations have gone not to plan.
His calculator's called Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah, but probably he's on a holiday right now, so he's off work, so maybe his calculations are a lot slower, maybe.
Here we go. No,
Yes,
no, dancing down.
Assad, just a drive. They haven't been really able to score off him, and that's definitely 1 point for the young leg spinner.
Wonderful spell. Yeah. so
Really
far.
good spell, keeping it tight in a very crucial power.
Not sure if any
season of play.
wickets or for him.
No, he's not got. He's
No.
not yet been amongst the wickets, but keeping it tight is good enough at this stage. A cut a little bit in the air, but straight to the man at point. Dot ball. A bit of a needless
throws.
throw, but backed up well and no damage done. Well, we have seen even Collins drop a catch today, so anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Yeah, that's correct.
I have a feeling this match will go down to the wire.
Bowling here, Assad.
It's not going to be decided so soon.
Oh,
But there is 7 wickets in the shed though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keeper, keeper, keeper!
Shout to the keepers
So,
and
You can hear on
Scammons.
the
Some mics.
the
on the
stump
mics,
mics.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
Thomas has been kind enough to turn on the stump
Yeah.
mics.
and we could hear that very loud.
Loud.
Keeper,
Very
keeper.
loud.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good direction from the fielders
I'll
there.
decrease the volume a bit.
And yeah, Marco facing up to the leg spinner, trying to give himself some room, but be getting
Winding
cramped
up
up.
again. Yeah.
Just a single, nothing much.
But they need more than singles at the moment, Akash.
Yeah.
They're dealing in singles.
Yeah.
That is that the Finnish side would be very happy with this. They would
Yes.
not complain.
Yeah.
They don't mind a run a ball at this stage.
They're in control.
Yes.
Finland are in control.
Amazing comeback by the Finnish team would
Oh,
be
it
at this
was.
point, but that's a bit outside off stump, cut past the man at point, but straight to the man at deeper extra cover. Just a single.
Good field placement by the Finland side.
Very much so. Yeah.
Very-
really
very well
controlled
thought out.
that out of field ring
Yeah.
nicely.
Very impressed.
Ooh, that one spun big. You could see Marco
Yeah.
lining up, trying to shuffle across and go for the almighty pull across, but being beaten all ends up. And that's the
It's over.
end of the over. It's 80 for 3 in 15 overs.
15 overs.
60
so
to get in the last 5.
60 off 30, 12 and over.
Yeah. Usually,
My maths is now correct.
Exactly.
No,
12.
so usually, as a rule of thumb, I believe that anything for the side batting second, 50 runs of the last 5 is doable,
Yes.
even with 6 or 7 wickets in hand. But in this case, 60 runs in an international game with the pressure on.
Yeah.
My money, if I were to bet, would be on, Finland.
Yes.
So, Beef, if you were to give me my 20 euros,
No gambling on this channel, please.
yes, of course, it's all just a proverbial.
Yes, just
Bet.
a little bit of funny.
Oh,
yeah.
he's hit on. Did he? I think it struck him a bit somewhere on his body, Stu.
Might have even been the end of Father's Day there for a second, Stu.
Yes.
Yeah, but luckily no damage done. It's
Yeah.
just a dot ball.
The bowler is
Parveen?
Pravin. Oh, it's a
Oh,
shot. There it is,
Garwal,
Stewie.
that's
4
nicely
runs.
hit. 4 runs. Stu deciding to get a move on. First off, he would need a few more boundaries.
Clyde.
We are
Clyde.
trying to signal to the umpires it's a boundary. The umpire's just trying to figure out if it's going to be a boundary or a 6, but this one was a boundary.
And that's where Stu can be destructive.
Yes.
Anything on the leg side, he can put it away. I mean, it was near the fielder, but he just whacks it.
That was fairly
really
safe.
well, yeah.
That was fairly safe.
But he can hit it very well.
He can.
This could be the over, Howie. 15 off this over. If you can slot a few. Because you certainly
There
got to go
it
for it.
is.
That's a massive shot
massive.
from Stewie.
That is the biggest
That's
shot of the
what
day.
the doctor ordered.
Will they get the ball back? Is
Yeah.
my
Yeah, yeah.
Will
thought
Romeo
right
stop
now.
cheering?
Romeo is. Maybe you guys have him there for one role, is to cheer
Yeah.
as loud as he can, doesn't he?
Worked it out of cash.
I'll tell you what, talk about this
Spunky
situation of the
little
game.
guy.
You said 60 was hard. What about 50 off 4.4 balls?
Yeah,
Because
well,
we're now down to 50 runs needed after those 2 balls.
Yes.
This could be the changing over.
definitely. And judging by how he's hit it, I mean, I can see that a lot of staff are running to probably find the ball or find some replacement balls.
Very clean shot.
Clean hit. And that's Stu Hook for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Who are watching, and for those of us here who know him already, Praveen would do well not to stray on his midland leg stump. The
Very
first ball
much.
was on the leg stump. It got punished beyond square, and
Cash?
this one over
I'm
mid
going to ask you
wicket.
the question. Does he buy a wide? You know what I mean? Has he, by taking him on, does he buy a wide here? Will the bowler push it wide
Yeah,
off stump?
that would be something. But
Oh,
no,
well,
it's the
Stu
same
hit it.
result.
Will it
big.
go long?
No,
That's
that's,
gone.
That's
it's
another
gone.
sixer.
Another
16 off 3 balls. And as
This
Uru
is-
fuss, is this the start of the Estonian fight back? I think this is
Well,
the start of
we-
the Estonian
we-
victory.
we-
nearly.
Ah.
Well, it's definitely something which was to be expected.
Yeah.
They had to go at some point.
Had to.
And
Yeah.
from the other end, Assad was not giving away anything, so the only possible solution was to go have a go at the other end.
And we're now
just
34 off 25 balls, 26
Yeah.
balls.
There you go.
Required run rate
And
9,
I think it's the whirlwind that not just Stu is causing, which is causing our monitor to
Uh-oh.
drop
We
by.
lost some.
But seems like
something out.
we are lost. I do not know if Thomas, if you can hear us or
Thomas?
not. Could you please turn us on?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Oh, I think we've lost some of the
Ah, that
connections.
one there, that one there.
There it is.
But that's just one mic, no?
And
It must be some more.
Yeah, that's the one.
Can you
And
hear me?
we should be back.
Can you hear me?
And are we back? Are we back?
Can you, yeah, you're back.
No connection. Good.
Yeah, take that out.
Can you hear me?
In.
Can you hear me?
And we're back.
We're back.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So.
Yeah, Stu Hook still on strike.
At this time again, so it somehow gives me a feeling that he's definitely trying for the middle and leg stump. But having said that, the knock, the breeze here was so windy that it knocked over our monitor and broke our cables, which is why we were off for a few seconds.
And nearly the broadcast scaffolding nearly came down as well.
Oh yes,
But
of
lost
course.
his hat.
But it was
He
just a
lost his
hat, thankfully, just a hat.
Just a
so
hat.
big over now, and we are
Required
three,
run rate now 10.50.
3 for 98, chasing, so 42 runs off 24 balls.
And just over 10 and over.
Just over 10 and over.
Required.
Yeah, Assad, mate, come on, buddy.
Well, that was the over we needed, Howie.
Yes, I'm very tempted to go walk behind this leg spinner because I used to be a leg spinner. I love leg spin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'd love to see how well he bowls because he looks good from here.
Come on, fellas.
Another big over here.
Yeah.
Can Marco just squeeze out 2?
Just punch to the
So
man.
need 2 now.
Long on. They're looking for a second. They're coming back for a second.
gonna
If
get
it's going to
run
be a
out.
direct hit.
Oh, Stu's taken another one into the body.
oh.
Goodness gracious
This one
me.
looks a bit harder than the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he
Well,
is.
You can't question Stu's dedication to the cause here. He's throwing his body all around.
Yeah.
Well, if Kadri is watching,
Unnecessary dive.
Unnecessary dive, Stu. Yeah, that'll be a fine.
Yeah, definitely. Unnecessary dive. That's what it was. Yeah.
So, but a good 2 runs from Marco, and they've just got to get 2 runs of every ball here, no matter
yeah,
what.
is Assad in his? Yeah, he's in his 4th over now. It's been 3 overs,
Okay.
none for 14 so far.
Oh, that spun a lot.
Good spin.
Marco looking to flick it down the leg
Yeah,
side. And
this is the second time it's happening. Even if you remember the last ball of the previous over, also he tried to get into position for a pull, but was in no position for that.
I was going to say Marco's in licorice all sorts, but he's actually in pepper all sorts here.
Here we go, fella.
Pepe, you're
Come on
definitely
now, son.
hungry, are you?
All together now, boys.
Here we go again.
down the track. This time a little uppish, but again straight
I
to the
don't
man.
think Stu will come back for the second this time.
No.
No,
I think
Stu and Mucker ran 5 last week.
I told Akash about
he
that.
mentioned that.
Yes, yes.
Oh, but wait, they ran 5. It wasn't
They
a
ran
boundary.
5. They ran
No,
5.
they ran 5.
Oh, I thought it was 1 and okay.
No,
Wow,
Stu
that
hit
would
a
have been
6 and it was 1 short. Uppish.
Uppish. Is
And
that going to be
take
out?
it.
And that's taken. He gets a crucial wicket
That's
there,
a
Asad.
very crucial
We were
wicket.
talking about it just a short while back that he's not had any wickets and he would love to get one. And look what he's got. He's got
Taken
the
by
big
Imran.
hook. Imran, the
And-
catcher, well judged catch, and
He's had a good
Very
game,
important wicket.
Imran's had a good game.
yes, Imran's got. They were just about getting a move on here.
Yep.
101 for 3 at the end at 16.3 overs, so
It's
that's
all-
39
This all
required.
comes back to the extra 20, 30 runs.
Yes.
And also, I'll say the poor start by Estonia.
Yep.
Yep.
The slow start by
Uh,
Estonia.
Slow,
Yep.
slow.
Absolutely. So who are the other big hitters in this?
Shoaib coming in now,
Shoaib, yeah,
or-
okay.
Well, that's who I'd send out.
Yeah,
because he
Shoaib
hit.
can hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen him hit a few. Too bad you don't have this other guy, Saif.
Safe, yeah, he's not eligible at the moment, I don't believe.
Okay, he's not
Yep.
eligible. All right.
He is a mean batsman,
Yeah.
big left-handed batsman.
I must say, I was at the umpiring at the batting end when he hit the 6 sixes in 1 over. I
Yeah.
think it was in 2019. Amazing.
Just a graceful batsman as
Yeah,
well.
a left-hander
Yeah,
to boot,
left-hander. Great hand-eye coordination and big wicket for Finland there. Stu Hook was going to be the missile for Estonia. He was in form, seeing it. Can't clear the boundary, but that's a bit of a cut amongst the pigeons here.
Needed
So-
another couple of metres on that shot, and he would have been fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's Vimal who has come out.
Oh, Vimal's come in. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
It's Vimal who has come in to bat, not sure.
Okay.
But having said that, the Finns are definitely now bowling with their tails up.
Yes.
Asad is going to look to finish this rest of this over quietly. Mark over the cut shot, but just a single shout for a run out at the other end,
Stamp
but
through quickly. Good.
nothing, no damage done, just a single.
Must be a run
Right.
ball at least.
Keep on it, Assad. Nice stuff, mate. Nice stuff, mate. Come on, boy. Let's finish strong here.
38 runs to get in 19 balls.
So it's
So
pushed back
12
out to 12 and over again.
12 and over. Yep.
Yeah. Even after that 16 run over,
Yes.
it still didn't move the needle
He
that much.
needed, Stu needed to stay there and do it again.
Yes.
Probably, if not of Asad, probably of the other one. But
Yeah.
bear in mind that out of the last 3, 2 belong to Tambe. If I know my Finnish cricket right, and that's a dot ball to end the over.
Yeah, very, very good
Fantastic spell there
Yeah.
by Asad.
Yeah.
He's
Good
bowled.
spell.
He's bowled well.
4 overs, 1 for 18. No made as
Wow.
4 overs, 0 made is 1 for 18.
Run rate exactly 6 required, 12.67.
12.67 needed of the last 3. It will be interesting to see who. I know Tambe's got 2. Probably Amjad then Tambe. Yeah, exactly. I can see Tambe coming in to bowl. So it's going to be not going to be easy to get these 2 out over the park to cut them around for 12 runs and over.
And big boundaries here as well at
Yeah,
Canberra.
absolutely. And
Yeah,
the big
I'm very
boundaries.
impressed with 1 for 18.
Yes, absolutely. It's that middle, the middle overs,
Yeah.
really well controlled. Probably something Estonia missed in those middle overs, Howie, one would say.
Oh, interesting. I was actually chatting up, having a quick chat with Arslan during the break, and when I asked him, saying I thought you're going to have more spin because Shoaib, for example, is also gives it a bit of a spin, but he said it was they were going well with the fast bowlers. But nice to see Asad coming in, and that's a dot ball to start with. He's a set batsman now, Marco. Probably having to take the attack to Tambe. I do not envy him right now.
Would you really want to be trying to hit Tumby over his head for 6 straight down the ground, though? I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
well, it is safer to play Tambe straight than square, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He'll bowl full and outside off.
You see,
Yep.
that
And
stuff
Marco's
is,
tried to get him onto the onside.
yeah,
Must
these
push
2
for
are
2.
quick. They will get through.
And overthrows, or nearly a helmet for 5.
Oh yes, that would be a
Could
pity.
have been a 7-run.
I've never seen the ball hit the helmet.
Have you?
At least not in Estonia or Finland, I haven't. I do not know if you guys have had any
I've
games.
seen it once back home.
Yeah.
Okay, and where is home for you, Howie?
Latrobe Valley in Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 of that last one. It was good running in the end. They must try and take 2 where they can. Take the field on here, because
They
singles
probably
won't
need
win it
2
for
of
them.
every ball. No.
Yeah.
So Tambe, he knows exactly what he needs to do. Keep it tight. Let the batsman do all the risk. Swing and a miss.
Good ball.
Bit of
Yeah.
an appeal, but
Really
nothing
good ball.
there.
Not sure what they were appealing for, but good appeal, however. Yeah.
Well, we spoke about it as well, about the appealing. Sometimes we have, when we are the umpire, we have appeals for the wides even, they're appealing.
Yes.
So I think it's just the excitement of like, hey, did I get it or something, or maybe just to check if the umpire is sleeping or not.
Yes.
Another swing and a miss, but
Wide,
this
wide
one was a
ball.
wide.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage, to give me a little more confidence, I would have loved to see Marco leave that instead of trying to fish for
Yep.
it.
Yep.
But then again, maybe he's thinking if he gets some bat on it, maybe it's 4 runs because
Could
there
be
is
4 runs
nobody
sneak
at the
through, yeah.
behind behind at the third man region boundary. Right, so Thambe keeping it around the off stump. Marco making a little more room, nothing on offer whatsoever.
Just hit the toe of the bat there. Marco trying to work out where he's going to get these runs from, I think, at the moment. Pretty
At the
imposing
moment.
with those 3 deep on-field fielders there. It's not many gaps out there.
It's the quality of the bowling.
Yeah.
Outside off, you look at the field placement. He's,
Not easy to clear.
he's bowling that well that he could near take away a couple of those guys on leg side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, there we try to manufacture
Trying to-
because of the great
4
bowling.
dot
Yeah.
balls
Yeah.
on trot, forcing Marco to try something, shuffling to almost like the 5th off stump, if there was one, and trying to heave that towards
Yep.
the square leg boundary. But
That will only end in disaster.
yeah, and also you got to remember that Thambe is a pacey guy.
Yeah.
You don't have that kind of time to play that shot, unless you're probably a Hardik Pandya or something
Mhm.
of that caliber.
Better
Some
shot.
bat on ball. Just a single. They may come
They
back.
must take
Vimal is
two, they
going
must try.
for the second. The throw is to the striker's end.
That's out.
And
Direct
appeal.
hit and not out.
Oh.
Not out.
Not out. Good running there.
Good
I
arm
thought-
as well.
I
from
No,
thought
good
the
that
arm.
was
outfield.
gone. I thought that was
Yeah.
gone, the direct hit.
Definitely looked interesting.
What a fantastic
From
over
us.
from Finland there, though. 4 dot
Absolutely.
balls, 4
He's a good
runs off
bowler.
it. Yeah.
18 overs gone, 107 for 4, 33 required of
33
2
needed.
overs. I think, how are you going to call it now?
16 and a half per over needed. Yes.
But I'll say this, the difference, did Thumbe drop one short on leg side?
No.
he didn't.
No, he
Yep.
didn't.
That's the difference.
Yep.
He is, I told you at the start that he knows exactly, he will bowl the same spot. He's one of those guys who can come in.
Like
and
a
if he's
Murali, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Except he swings it a little more than Murali. Murali is more of a line and length bowler. Thambe, on the other hand, is also line and length, but he also has the ability to swing the ball both ways,
Yep.
even
Well-
with the old ball.
We're all on our feet here in the commentary box. It's
Yeah, I do not know why we're standing, but I like to stand.
It's going to come down to the wire.
I just look at that over there and
Sure.
I just see the difference.
Yeah, and as predicted, Sher coming in to finish his spell, and then the last over will again be Thambe.
Tumby again, yeah.
So my reading of Finnish cricket was right.
Maybe
Gentlemen?
we just ask this fielder to move a little bit.
Ah,
Hey, mate, your parents weren't glassmakers.
I don't think you can sledge him from here, Beefy. He's just doing his job.
Look, can you do
Yeah,
it
we
a
could-
metre to the left?
Yeah, we could maybe move a little bit if you stand. See, you know. Right, so
Right, 2
Sher
overs to go, 36 needed.
to Vimal. Vimal down the wicket, gives it a heave, bit of in the gap,
They must
but they
push for
come
2.
back
They
for 2.
must push for 2.
Gallagher the man, but he's running with it. If he had gotten hold of it and released it quickly, because I know he's got a strong arm,
Yeah, but he
Gallagher.
took a few more steps before he released
Yeah.
it there.
I think, he
yeah.
was, I
Yeah,
think
for
he was
some-
always going to be home though.
Yeah, but it looked
Yeah.
safe to me. And at this point, I don't think Finland are going to grudge them 2 runs every ball.
Yep.
Finland just go through the motions here. That's all we got to do.
Big swing, but again, one bounce to the
Only
bowler
one on
there.
that
This
one
time,
this
just a
time.
single, yeah. Safe throw back to the bowler. Yeah, Finland are just keeping it in the right areas. I think that's what they've done throughout this innings.
Yep.
They did not
Applied
allow.
pressure
Yep.
well in the right places.
Arsalan and Habib were a bit circumspect to not get into the same hole as the Finns were, but ending up losing their wickets. Habib was unlucky to be run out, but that was just some brilliant piece of fielding. But that one,
Shot
having said, is
Marco.
no, it's still not going to be cleared there.
He's fallen over.
There's a bit of a mix-up, and they would have come back for a second had Marco not slipped. And another knee. Was that a needless dive?
That was an unnecessary dive.
Not
You know.
unnecessary dive. Was that a fine thing?
It certainly is.
Do you guys still do that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, okay.
Any good touring team does fines, Cash. Part of the,
I
part of the
remember
beauty of
it
travelling
in
as a
our
team.
Spanish trip. I was
Yes.
introduced to that. Yep, okay.
You got a few fines on that trip.
Yeah, for a needless one.
Eh?
Jesus.
Oh,
That's half the fun.
A swing and a
The
miss.
more they complain, Howard, the more fines we give them. Big swing by Elias there. They just need bat on ball here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's not going to be easy to get Amjad and Mahesh off 12 runs and over.
I would have brought Shoaib in, personally,
Yeah.
knowing he can hit the ball a long way.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a single.
If
Worked
Shoaib had
away.
got a
Oh,
hold
they're
of-
coming back for a second. Okay, fair enough. Well run.
Yeah, if Shoaib had gone out and got hold of a few, he
Yeah.
could have kept them in it.
Two,
They
three
could have had that
sixes,
little
and then
chance.
you Naga missed, and you're laughing.
Yeah, just for our viewers, Nagamist means you might want to translate it goodbye. Yeah.
Goodbye and good night.
Yeah. Are you taking some Estonian language lessons as
I
well?
have done, yeah.
Okay.
So speaking a bit of Estonian, a bit of Russian these days. So,
Oh, Russian.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Not so much Finnish, but anyway. Oh, we stepped back there,
Beaten.
tried to give him some room.
Trying manufacturing a shot,
Yeah.
and this is what pressure does to you. And
Yes.
that's the end of the over. It is 113 for 4, so 27 needed off 6, so arithmetically still possible.
Yes.
But I would at this point say that,
The smart money's not on Estonia.
yeah,
No.
I think Estonia will have to really go back to during the lunch, try to think about what went wrong, because they started off really brilliantly. They had their dream start, as any side could expect, any touring side could expect. Having the Finnish side 43 for winning the toss, bowling first, 43 for 4 in the first 10. But or was it 46? Maybe I'm
43, I think. it was.
43, yeah.
Somewhere around
Okay.
there, yeah.
So going for 95 after that, and then coming back to almost be in the driver's seat at the last over. Amazing. But here's Tambe, first of the 6, exactly where we've been talking about it all day. Nothing different,
No.
forcing Marco to do everything. He's got a predominantly 2 men out on the onside, long off. He's got a sweeper. And yeah, otherwise he's pretty much bowling a very standard offside line.
Yeah. Must be a 6 for any
Marco
chance to win.
Trying to drive it, but that's straight to the bowler. 2 dot balls, so 27 of 4 now.
Yeah.
So technically you need 4 sixes plus a no ball and a free hit 4 at least.
Or a single at a helmet, or
Yeah, like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
look, it's been a good fight from Estonia.
Absolutely, yes.
I think good shot. The early thought was Finland was by far a better team, but I think Estonia can certainly hold their head high. Oh, that's gone over the top of the bowler. And they've put on a really, really good performance here and had their chances as well to learn from this. Just, if you've got the position at 4 for 43 or 46, to really put that pressure on straight away and take those catches. And that one over, which is the game changer.
They definitely had that, had them in a hole, in a foxhole,
Yes.
so to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
And Finland haven't given that one loose over to Estonia at all.
no, except the one over which
With Stu, yeah.
with Stu.
That was almost too late.
Yeah,
me.
probably those 2 dismissals of Habib and Stu were what costed
Yeah.
Estonia. But at that stage, even Habib had to go for it, so
Sure.
that's why they were running
Yes,
those.
That's
single-
the pressure.
We'll
Yeah.
start the stream for the second match at 2:15 local.
So that's coming. How many balls left?
I think one or two.
One last ball
One
to
last
go.
ball.
Yeah.
So if this is not a boundary, the Finnish side have contained Estonia to less than run a ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
With only 4 down. How many times do you see a side chasing and being less than run a ball?
Or 15 minutes
For
before the
only
match.
4.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, a dot ball, and that's the end of that. 116 for 4, Estonia. Very well
Good
played,
victory
but a
from Finland.
well-deserved victory
Yeah.
from Finland. Who would be your MOM?
For me, it's Nathan Collins.
Collins, yep.
Really played that anchor role at the top
Yes.
of the order the whole way
Yeah.
through. When they were in trouble,
Yes.
he stayed there, he
Innings under
contained it.
pressure.
It was a smart innings, and then let that bottom order come in and sort of swing the willow. But he just stayed there and batted them through 47 odd runs. For
Gave
me,
them-
that's the man of the match.
Yes.
Gave them something, and gave them something to.
Smart innings.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Harry, your man of the match.
No, same.
Same, yeah. And a cash.
Yeah.
I would go pretty much with Nathan Collins if we were to decide, but
Yeah,
I don't
well,
think
we
we'll
are
do
now
it.
going to decide, and
We
the,
decided, didn't we?
The man of the match panel have decided
The
that
panel.
Collins.
Yeah, this is again a self-appointed
A
panel,
self-appointed
just so
panel,
our
yeah.
viewers are clear.
Tim,
You know.
I'll let him know that Akash is going to personally give him 50 euros.
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
And a voucher for some licorice ice cream.
Yes, that's the one.
Maybe a gift coupon for a licorice
gift
ice cream.
coupon,
That's
yes.
affordable. That's doable. Yes. But
So next stream, I believe, is
at 2:15 local
2:15.
time, so we should be up.
About half an hour, the next stream will come on.
Yeah. So
And the
thank
game
you.
will kick off at 2:30 local time.
Yes. So thank you very much for your viewership, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a pleasure bringing you the first match. We will have a second one soon, but first some lunch because not all of us, like Timmy here, have had some snacks in between. So
Brought a ham and cheese sandwich along, yes.
yes, so that's good thinking. But thank you very much, and talk to you all soon.
About half an hour.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Cheers.